A lot can happen between falling in love with a house and owning it. Having an advocate who can help you navigate negotiations, timelines, inspections, and more can make all the difference. That's what the expertise of a Realtor can do for you, because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader, like that car riding your tail. Or if you're tailgating right now, all those cars doubling as kitchens and living rooms are on AutoTrader too. Are you working out and listening to this ad at the same time? Well, multitasking pro, cars like the ones in the gym parking lot are for sale on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
Man, that sunset is gorgeous.
Grill, patio, sunset. Hard to get better than that. Unless you're browsing Carvana's inventory while you soak it all in.
Oh, burger time.
So sit back, get comfortable. Carvana's got thousands of cars under $20,000 just waiting for you.
I could stay here forever.
Carvana, where car buying meets comfort, meets convenience. Download the app or visit Carvana.com today.
All right, places, please. The Daly Migs Show is on deck. Guitars plugged in. Drums ready to go. Chickens.
They're clucking.
Other animals. And action. This is the Daly Migs Show on The Rock with Taryn Daly and Steve Migs.
While listening to the Daly Migs Show, please refrain from any unnecessary finger gesturing.
99.9 KISW.
Greetings and happy Hump Day, Rockaholics. Happy May Day. Steve Migs, I know you're probably itching to know.
Oh, no, don't do it.
Do I have internet?
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to do a Justin Timberlake joke. I was like, I'm not ready for that this early in the morning. But I am ready to find out. Does Taryn Daly have internet?
Last night, a miracle happened. The clouds parted and light shone down from above, and my internet was restored. 1 week off the grid.
You look smarter and angrier. You have the internet again.
It was a week of a lot of games and reading books and things of that nature, but we are plugged back into the internet.
It's been 1 week since I had... No, sorry. I'm done.
That's how I felt about it last night. Party time. Also, it's time to inform our Rockaholics.
Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download.
AKA the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And the DMD is brought to you by Palace Lawn. Today's a day to enjoy yourself a salad. It's National Salad Day. Might I recommend a taco salad?
For what reason?
It's the unhealthiest of all the salads and the most delicious, if you ask me.
What do you like on your taco salad?
Everything.
All the things.
The guacamole, basically. A lot of guacamole.
You pay extra for guac?
I will.
Absolutely. Take my money.
I'm not even going to ask everybody what's their favorite salad. Nobody gives a crap.
I do.
Okay,
I
Sarah.
love salads.
What's your favorite salad? I see you as like a, I'm going to go with like some kind of fancy pear, citrus,
gorgonzola,
walnut salad girl.
No, I'm a Caesar salad girl all the way.
Oh, yeah, I guess you are. You still lean towards being a basic bitch in some ways.
Thank you. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, have y'all tried the Mediterranean salad from Costco?
No.
Oh,
why are we doing what I said we weren't going to do? And that's talk about salads.
You add a little grilled chicken to that bad boy.
That being said, if you're ever at Vista Prime Steak and Seafood at the Snoqualmie Casino, their steakhouse, amazing, right?
Yes.
Get their made right in front of you Caesar salad.
See?
It's okay, dude. You need to go with George.
You guys are both basic bitches.
No, they prepare it and they just create it right in front of you. It's like watching a miracle happen in front of your face.
It's literally like 3 ingredients.
No, they got a whole thing going on, and the way that they do it, and they give you the backstory behind the Caesar salad. It's not only a great meal, but it's a history lesson.
Also, if Sarah's at Snoqualmie, she can't get past the buffet, so I doubt they're going to end up
Treat yourself. Go to the nice place and go to Vista Prime Steak and Seafood for George. George likes steak.
As long as we can go to the buffet after, then he'd be down.
I mean, I'm not telling you what to do with your money.
He's a buffet boy.
All right. Man, I'm going to fire off this horn again because The Seattle Mariners are freaking awesome.
It's true.
I don't know what happened. After that first game against the Braves, I even messaged all of you guys. I'm like, they've sucked me in. I was looking forward to last night's game all afternoon long. I'm like, I can't wait till the game starts. I can't wait till the game starts. We are early in the season, and I am 100% in on this team. And yesterday, I mean, it got a little scary at the end of the game, but still, a pitching battle, a pitching duel. The Mariners come out on top, beating again a very good team in the Atlanta Braves, 3-0. The Rock himself, La Piedra, not Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Luis Castillo pitched another great game. After those 4 tough games that he started the season with, he's just been unstoppable the last 3 games. It's been awesome. I mean, just the Mariners in general. Like, everyone talked about how the pitching was going to be phenomenal, and they're right. The pitching has been phenomenal since, things started off a little weird, but I mean, what did they say? I guess Seattle pitchers have allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in a franchise record 18 straight games.
Crazy. Right?
The Mariners also, I guess, are the first team in Major League Baseball history to post an ERA of 1.60 or lower and 160 strikeouts in an 18-game span as well. It's 5 straight series wins. They could sweep the Braves today, this afternoon, if they end up doing that. Wouldn't that be amazing as well? As you can tell, I'm a little excited about your Seattle Mariners.
The Seattle Mariners.
Let's go Mariners.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many people sent me this video yesterday, which I don't know what that says about me, but Juniper is this brown bear at Woodland Park Zoo.
Can't talk about this. This is the most troubling video I have seen in my entire life.
There's a mama duck and her, I think, 4 babies that end up in the bear enclosure, and they're swimming around, and the mama bear knows that there is trouble, and one by one, Juniper the brown bear just plucks them and eats them like popcorn. All the babies.
Oh, there he goes.
And there are children everywhere.
Everywhere.
And somebody filmed it and put it on TikTok. A lot of mixed reviews about this video. Some people are very disturbed.
I love how they're all like, Juniper, while they're still letting their children watch this bear just eat. I guess bears are going to do bear things, and that's what Juniper's doing. It's a valuable lesson for children.
I mean, it's the circle of life on display.
Even one mom's like, I don't even know if I should be filming this. I'm like, yeah, put your phone down and maybe pull your kids away.
Oh my God, it was bonkers. But Juniper was hungry.
Oh no, okay, we can't watch this. Hey buddy, can you leave him alone?
Hey buddy.
And the poor mama just walked away.
Well, what
she
is she
lost
gonna
all
do?
the babies.
I know. The whole thing is just very sad.
It was awful.
But I'm just watching this, and it's addictive to watch. And I think it's addictive to watch because you're just like, at what point are you going to tell your kids to turn around?
And it was such a non-violent thing. He just basically took his little bear paws and just plucked the little chick out.
It's like me going to the refrigerator to get a scoop of ice cream. And then they're tapping on the glass like, Juniper, don't do that. And the bear's like, I'm a freaking bear. That's what I do. Oh, that was a rough watch.
It was hard.
Also a rough watch. I think Danny was telling us the second half of the Sounders match. They ended up winning, 3-2 against Philadelphia?
Yeah.
But it got a little gnarly because they were up 3-0, right?
They were. And then
just like the Mariners.
And then all of a sudden, they decided to stop playing in the second half.
Oof. So... Yep, and all the people at the game were like, Juniper. We're hitting the weather. We're hitting a high of 59 degrees. It's going to be clear today as well. Thanks to Kia Fuel for giving us the DMD, and that's what's up.
It seems like a day doesn't go by where the 4 of us aren't in the middle of some stupid argument. And last night, our group chat was divided over a certain type of candy. We're going to tell you about it at 6:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
For those in the market for flavor, there's Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, a flavorful drink that's a modern twist on a Mexican street classic with 4 vibrant and refreshing flavors. Pineapple, watermelon, hibiscus, and cucumber lime, made with a splash of real fruit juice. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas are perfect for any fiesta, small or big. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, boldly authentic, vibrantly flavorful. Drink responsibly. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas flavored beers imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Hibiscus contains juice only for color.
At Metro, get an iPhone 12 with 5G and a dual camera system for $99.99. Take amazing pictures and share them instantly. And don't put up with life's yada yada.
Yada yada.
Like photo bombers. Zoom, crop out,
yada yada.
And bye.
You don't take yada yada in life, don't take yada yada from your wireless provider. Get iPhone 12 with 5G with no activation fees and nada yada yada. Only at Metro by T-Mobile. Switch to Metro, bring your ID. This offer isn't available for customers currently at T-Mobile or that have been with Metro in the past 180 days.
That's not just the sound of that first sip of Morning Joe. It's the sound of someone shopping for a car on Carvana from the comfort of home.
That's a good blend.
It's time to take it easy, like answering some easy questions to get pre-qualified for a car in minutes.
Talk about starting the morning right.
Just like customizing your terms so your car fits your budget. Visit Carvana.com or download the app to experience car shopping the way it should be. Convenient, comfortable. Ah.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Especially these. Each picture captures a moment in time in the crazy lives of the Daily Migs Show. Here's 4 shots to wake you up.
If you go check out the Daily Migs social media pages, you will find us with the handle @DailyMigs. We posted a picture that has 4 shots, 4 things that summed up each of our days yesterday. And I would like to kick things off with my goat pick. Is that you?
Yes, that's me.
You nailed it.
No, that was an actual goat from the Washington State Fairgrounds.
So the goat pictured is Ginger. She's my little lady that we adopted from Center Valley Animal Rescue over in Quilcene. That goat came to us on a ferry boat, which was very fun.
I got to say something. When I saw you sent that picture to all of us so we could put it on our social media page, and definitely look at this picture. I don't know if Sarah and Danny, you felt the same way, but the first thing I thought was,
city folks just don't get it.
And all I could think was, that's a real thing. Like, you really have a goat.
Yeah.
Like, that's yours. Like, I don't know why, but I just have only seen goats at, like, the fair or at one of these, like, from afar. I don't know if I know anybody else that owns a goat, like someone that's close to me, like a friend like you. And you have a freaking goat.
You can barely see the other one, Lewis, in the background. He does not like having his photo taken. He's very sensitive to that. Right. Lewis is very sensitive.
Yeah. Lewis is he's off social media.
He is. He's very much not a fan of
He hates
of all
technology. He just thinks that the goats these days have changed. All these goat influencers.
But we talked yesterday about the shape of a goat's pupil, and I kind of always thought it was more of like a oval on its side. But you're right, Sarah. It is a lot more rectangular shaped than I ever really noticed, I guess.
That's the first thing I did was zoom in on the picture to see if my Beat Mix question was right.
You're definitely right.
And it's really creepy
Which is so silly that I've had goats for as long as I have, and I never thought for sure it is a rectangular shaped pupil.
You've never stared into their eyes.
They're kind of creepy.
Yeah.
But she's a good goat. She's a very nice lady, and when you guys come and visit we call our house Camp Cash, you can pet Ginger. She would love that.
I did have a question about your goat.
Yeah.
That's a horn, right?
Yeah, she's got 2 horns.
Do they hurt? Have you ever been hit with the horn?
We had a goat named Boo Boo back in the day that we had to rehome because he was kind of a bully. And he got me with his horns a couple times. Ginger's very gentle. She's a gentle beast.
Okay, so
and then the other one doesn't have horns at all.
Oh, maybe that's why he doesn't want his picture taken. He has horn envy.
That could very well be it.
Yeah.
Steve Miggs, would you tell us about your shot?
Well, it's an old picture, but I decided to post it because, yesterday, we finally did it. So many people have been tweeting at me, emailing me, messaging me. Have you watched the Bluey episode? So finally, we agreed with Tatum to sit down and watch it. Tatum's weird. I mean, she's my kid, so of course she's going to be. But she's weird because she loves all the Bluey dolls, stuffed animals, the little action figures, any Bluey, like, shirts, anything. She wants everything Bluey, except watching Bluey. Like, it's actually a struggle to get her to sit down and watch. I've come to the conclusion, I'm pretty sure Bluey is really just meant for the parents.
I agree, just based on my limited Bluey knowledge.
And I know people who are watching Bluey that don't even have kids. Like, some of my friends are like, hey, have you watched that last episode of Bluey? I'm like, why are you watching? You don't even have kids. They're like, dude, it's a great show. I get stoned and watch Bluey all the time.
It's funny and cute.
So I watched the long episode called The Sign, and everyone's like, it's going to bring you to tears. I'm like, what? No, it's not going to. Sure as as the episode ends, and I'm all teary-eyed, and Tatum looks at me and goes, Dad, why are you crying? I was like, because of this episode. She's like, okay. Like, I don't think it even registered to her that was a heartfelt episode. No. I don't even know if she was really watching it or just staring at the screen and not even paying attention.
Did it make you cry happy tears or make you cry sad tears?
No, happy. It was just a cool, you know how it is now being a parent. What the hell was that?
I don't know.
It was like a loud, was that a honk? What was that?
It sounded like it.
Oh, it's trippy, man.
I don't know if anyone else heard that.
Maybe not, but it sounded weird in this room. I don't know about you and Danny, being a parent, all of a sudden you just see sometimes the cheesiest things, but it's just like a moment of like a parent and their kid, and you just get worked up over it because you're just like, oh man, that's, I don't know, it just triggers some weird parenting emotions.
1,000% understand.
But what a great episode. I mean, again, they make good episodes. And I know like it was originally like a ripoff of Peppa Pig. I don't know if you know the whole back.
I did not know that. Drama.
Don't even get me going on that. That's been a whole long time reading about like how it's like someone who worked at Peppa Pig left and then created Bluey, and it's basically like the same show. But I feel like the imitation has become better than the original.
Okay.
Hot take. Don't want to piss off all the Peppa Pig fans out there.
All of them.
But very good episode.
We'll have to check it out then. Danny, would you be so kind as to tell us about your shot?
So when I was in Tucson for Lily's birthday, we went to Target one night, and she found a leather jacket that I did not even know they sold at Target. And she's like, Dad, I got to try that on. I was like, wait, what? You want to try on it? And she's like, yeah, I want to try on the leather jacket. And I was like, okay. So she sure tries on the leather jacket, and she's like, I'm too cool in this. And she just starts like,
who is she? Lily Fonzarelli?
Yeah, putting. Well, funny enough, I sent the picture to her mom, and her mom texted me back a picture of Danny Zuko from Greece.
Yes.
Okay,
same thing.
Yeah. Back in the day, you put a leather jacket on and you're cool.
She does the peace sign and the duck lips, and immediately just starts modeling, like, and is like walking around Target, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, you look so good in that!" And she, like telling her, like, not even like employees, just like other random like moms in the the little girl area. And so of course she put it back, and she calls me last night and tells me, Dad, I think I want that leather jacket.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, when I saw the picture, and if you look at our social media page, you could see it, and you said she flashed a peace sign, I thought she was flipping the camera off.
Oh, that too.
And I was like, man, give the girl a leather jacket, and all of a sudden she's a badass.
Rebellious.
I was like, damn, Danny.
Making me laugh so hard that she just wants, that's like her fashion choice though.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
She's a 50s greaser.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, baby.
Sarah, what's going on with your shot?
Well, I went to dinner last night with a girlfriend, and I came home to find my husband, George, just very, very excited because he found a Pez candy dispenser and Pez in our pantry randomly. And he went on and on about how excited he was about it, how much he loved Pez, how much he missed Pez. And I had one, and I was not impressed by any means. And I'm like, I think this candy's always been trash. Ugh. I just think when you're a child, you think it's good because you're getting that sugar high. But then she was like, or he was like, no, just try one. Try a different flavor. Come on. I'm like, no, this is terrible.
What flavor did you try?
I think I tried the raspberry.
Oh, you didn't get the strawberry one?
No, but I brought you guys cherry if you want to try.
Absolutely.
I don't need to try. I know.
No, I think you guys are thinking like from back in the day, bring nostalgia, like. Did you have Pez recently?
I have had Pez recently. I eat Pez on a semi-regular basis because it's awesome.
You know, what? Barrett wants to say something to you.
I'm sick of you.
No, I think Barrett would even agree with me.
No, Barrett also loves Pez, as I do. And there it is. Is it a vampire?
It's a vamp. I'm pretty sure it's from Halloween.
Did you steal it from your husband?
I did.
The crunch is so good.
Oh, I just ate his candy. He doesn't know it?
Oh, yeah. This morning I was like, babe, I need to bring this in so they realize that Pez is trash.
No, Tatum gets them from time to time, too. And I always get so fired up when Mom brings them home until finally Mom had a talk with me because I was eating them. And she's like, she thought Tatum was, so Tatum got in trouble for eating Pez candy when Mom wasn't around. She's like, and then she found that Tatum, poor Tatum's probably like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about because I wasn't home when this happened. And then my wife finally like, are you eating the Pez candies? I'm like, yeah. Because they're amazing.
Can you buy Pez in bulk?
Yes.
Yeah, they are.
They're like the Cadillac of candy.
I would put them in my personal Mount Rushmore of candies.
What I think we've learned, Sarah, is that Steve and Taryn have no taste buds, and they also don't have any eardrums either. So,
like I said last night, the Pez candy is the chocolate starfish of candy. It's the goat.
I can't.
And you guys really just having them right now. You guys really
stand by my statement.
Great.
I stand by my statement.
I want to eat the rest of them right now. That's how much I love them.
Like they literally came up with a toy, the Pez dispenser, to come up with a reason, and they were like, "Oh, we have to put it with something in it." So they come up with like a really like cheap, like trash, chalky candy to put in there, so they could sell the Pez dispenser. Mm-hmm. They should have literally just thrown the candy away.
Oh, Barry wants to say something about Danny too.
The dispensers.
I'm sick of you.
Well,
I can't. You know, honestly though, Cherry's not the best.
What's your favorite?
Strawberry.
Okay,
And then orange.
You might completely disagree with my statement. I like the lemon one.
Lemon's great, too.
I love the lemon.
Do you know what George offered me this morning, but I didn't bring because I thought you would really like it, Steve? The grape flavored.
Oh, dude, yes.
So George was like, what flavor do they want? And I'm like, we're giving him cherry because cherry is trash.
Cherry's definitely the lowest of all the Pez.
And you still think it's good?
Oh, yeah, I would still eat it.
All day. All day.
I'd rather that than a steak.
Well, I prefer it to even on chocolate candy.
That is insane.
I know. Rockaholics, what is something that shocked you when you realized that not everyone loves it? Or what's that one thing you love even though everyone else seems to hate it? 206-803-ROCK. We'll take your calls after the Beastie Boys.
The Daily Migs Show.
What is something that shocked you when you realized that not everyone loves it? Or what's that one thing you love though everyone else seems to hate it? 206-803-ROCK. Justin in Ferndale, what would that food be for you?
For me, that would have to be anchovies.
Oh, this goes right back to the whole talk about Caesar salad. Some people are bringing up, hey, Sarah, because Sarah loves a Caesar salad, but, there's anchovies in it.
Funny enough, that text is from me.
Oh, here we go.
Now she knows.
So I absolutely love anchovies in Caesar salad on pizza. Actually, my favorite pizza of all time is anchovies, pineapple, and jalapenos.
Whoa. Wow. That's a lot happening.
See, for me, I think anchovies, it's more of a psychological thing because I see them, but the taste, they're salty. It's nothing bad about it. It's just...
No, it brings a good amount of umami to almost anything you put it on. It's absolutely amazing. But I get that it is off-putting when you see them in the little jars just hanging out in oil and whatnot. But once you get past that and the smell, they're fantastic.
I think that's my biggest problem is sometimes I do have a hard time not eating something because psychologically I'm I'm just eating a fish. It's not even
just close your eyes.
Yeah.
Take a bite.
And when you open up the can and they're all just laying there like they're just sleeping.
I'd put that on a cracker and eat it.
And I really just like to pretend that I don't know Caesar salad has anchovies in it because...
Do all Caesar salads have it or can you get it without anchovies?
You can get it without.
Yeah.
So I like to pretend that all restaurants and everything does it without.
So if you just go buy a bottle of Caesar salad though or Caesar salad dressing from the store, does that have anchovies in it?
Some of them don't. I check the ones and I get the ones that don't. But sometimes I'm just lazy and just get the pre-made salad bags,
right?
And just use whatever's in there, and just
sometimes
pretend.
you're just eating that anchovy.
No.
Okay, that's one way of being a vegetarian. I mean, just pretend you're not eating the meat
because they're nasty.
I do love this text. It says, "Okay, Sarah, you need to shut up about a lot of things, but definitely about Pez. It's a very underrated candy, and you need to respect the Pez."
Underrated? Mm-hmm. No one I know gives them out during Halloween, ever. So
no, because I'm eating them. I'm not sharing them with the little children that don't appreciate it.
The children wouldn't appreciate it because it's trash. They want the chocolate.
You know what's a better option than Pez is Smarties.
Smarties are great.
Smarties fantastic. Pez trash.
Okay, but Sarah referred to Pez
now
as...
You're making no sense to me, Danny, because they're both on the same level and they're both very polarizing, but they're from the same family.
Nope.
So the Smartie, though, to me is a little bit chalkier than the Pez.
Sure.
I like the mouthfeel of Pez more than the mouthfeel of Smarties.
Well, yeah, of course. But but still, Smarties are great.
Yeah.
I disagree with that, too.
Oh, man.
Someone said, I effing love Whoppers, the candy, not the burger, LOL. I love both.
Yeah.
Dude, the Whoppers, that's good. I could get behind that because it's chocolate.
Yeah.
And it's tasty.
And I like the way that they sell them. In those little, they look like a little milk carton.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why. I've always thought that was the funniest thing. You have to open it like it's milk and then pour it into your hand. This is great.
Or if you're a savage, straight into your mouth.
That's true. Someone said candy corn is effing delicious. You guys are idiots for thinking it's trash, and I hate all of you. Love the show. Rock on.
I always try candy corn every year just to see if I still don't like it. I'll eat it, but it's not pleasant.
I like it. I'm a candy corn or the candy pumpkins.
Oh, yeah. I'll eat one or two a year.
Someone said chicken gizzards. I love them, but none of my soccer buddies do. I can't be the only one that likes them. It's on the menu at several of the sports bars we frequent. And also, they're very popular at, Ezel's Chicken.
Okay.
I know some people are just they just go there solely to get the gizzards.
I like the gizzards.
Well, you should go be one of his soccer buddies. You like soccer and gizzards? You two should be best friends.
Man, we'd be called the Gizzards, and we'd dominate.
In gizzard eating?
No, okay, yes.
Competitive gizzard eating.
Okay, I didn't know what a gizzard was till I just Googled it. It's the stomach of the chicken.
Yeah.
And then do you just eat it? Like, do they fry it?
Deep fry it.
Gross.
Well, how's that any different than the breast of a chicken?
But like the inside of it?
I mean, it's still, I mean, everything is just chicken meat.
Oh my God.
I like how Steve, the vegan on the show, is.
Well, I mean, if you're okay with eating a chicken breast, why wouldn't you be okay with eating a chicken stomach?
I'm with you, man. I'm just saying.
I never understand that. It's like, so now we're picking which part of the chicken is okay to eat?
Yeah.
Poor Sarah's about to puke.
I am.
She is not well. How would you like to beat Steve, Rockaholics? He's got a record of 108 wins, 27 losses, and 17 ties in 2024. 206-803-ROCK. We'll play Beat Migs at 6:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
For those in the market for flavor, there's Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, a flavorful drink that's a modern twist on a Mexican street classic with 4 vibrant and refreshing flavors. Pineapple, watermelon, hibiscus, and cucumber lime, made with a splash of real fruit juice. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas are perfect for any fiesta, small or big. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, boldly authentic, vibrantly flavorful. Drink responsibly. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas flavored beers imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Hibiscus contains juice only for color.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
It's one thing falling in love with a house, and quite another navigating the world of negotiating, mortgage lenders, and finding the budget that works best for you. Guidance from an agent who's a Realtor can make all the difference, because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
For those in the market for flavor, there's Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, a flavorful drink that's a modern twist on a Mexican street classic with 4 vibrant and refreshing flavors. Pineapple, watermelon, hibiscus, and cucumber lime, made with a splash of real fruit juice. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas are perfect for any fiesta, small or big. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, boldly authentic, vibrantly flavorful. Drink responsibly. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas flavored beers imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Hibiscus contains juice only for color.
It's one thing falling in love with a house, and quite another navigating the world of negotiating, mortgage lenders, and finding the budget that works best for you. Guidance from an agent who's a Realtor can make all the difference, because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
Hiring for your small business? If you're not looking for professionals on LinkedIn, you're looking in the wrong place. That's like looking for your car keys in a fish tank. LinkedIn helps you hire professionals you can't find anywhere else, even those who aren't actively searching for a new job but might be open to the perfect role. In a given month, over 70% of LinkedIn users don't even visit other leading job sites. So start looking in the right place. With LinkedIn, you can hire professionals like a professional. Post your free job on linkedin.com/recommend today.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Scooby from Bellevue is. Scooby, are you there?
I am.
I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Real quick, did Scooby hear that they're thinking about doing a Scooby-Doo like live action television or movie?
I did. I've seen a couple of little bits about it on online, but I haven't seen any commercials for it yet.
Yeah, I saw a couple of things too. At first, I was like, I'm not into this, and then when I started watching, I'm like, I kind of want to see this now.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Scooby has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which continent is known as the land down under?
Australia.
Correct. Cinco de Mayo lands on what day of the week this year?
Sunday.
Yes. How many seasons did Dave Haxtell coach for the Kraken?
3.
Yes. Which Olympic event involves a combination of swimming, cycling, and running?
Triathlon.
Correct. What boy band had the early 2000s hit song titled "It's Gonna Be Me"?
Yeah, I don't know. New Kids on the Block.
No.
I have no idea. Pass.
Red, gray, and Arctic are all types of what animal?
Bear.
No.
Fish.
No.
Whale.
No. What U.S. state grows the most roses?
Kansas.
No.
South Carolina, North Carolina.
No. The history of life on Earth based on fossils is called what?
Paleontology.
Yes. What color bow does Hello Kitty typically wear?
Pink.
No. Scooby, you got 5 correct. You were on a roll in the beginning.
I was believing.
And then the boy band gotcha.
Yeah, I'm not a boy band fan, so, you know.
Every
time.
I'm pretty
fair.
sure Migs is, though, so he's probably going to get
He's
that
the
one.
biggest. He's the biggest fan.
He really is.
So he'll probably get that one right, but I don't know.
We talking about Pez candy?
I've never met a bigger fan of what we're talking about.
I know, me either. Woo.
All right, I
Steve,
smell sarcasm in this room.
are you ready?
Damn.
Which continent is known as the land down under?
Australia.
Correct. Cinco de Mayo lands on what day of the week this year?
Cinco de Drinko. Cinco de... I don't know. Sunday?
Yes, you do know.
I do know.
How many seasons did Dave Haxtell coach for the Kraken?
3.
Correct. Which Olympic event involves a combination of swimming, cycling, and running?
That is a triathlon.
Correct. What boy band had the early 2000s hit song titled "It's Gonna Be Me"?
In Sync.
Yes. Red, gray, and Arctic are all types of what animal?
Owl?
No.
Bird?
No.
Red, gray. Hawk.
No. What U.S. state grows the most roses?
I'll go Washington.
No.
Oregon?
No.
California.
Yes. The history of life on Earth based on fossils is called what?
Paleontology.
It is. What color bow does Hello Kitty typically wear?
Pink.
No.
Oh. Red.
Yes. Volga River is located in what European country?
Italy.
No.
Germany.
No.
France.
No. Steve, you got 8 correct, though, which is a win, 8-5. Sorry, Scooby.
Well, that's 0 for 4 so far.
Oh, Scooby, keep trying.
I believe in you, Scooby. Never stop. Never stop.
I will. You guys have a wonderful day.
You too.
Dang, 4, though? He's lost all 4 times?
So what's the breaking point, in your opinion? Like 10 straight losses?
Oh, wow. If you're still trying, I feel like after 5.
I feel like
That's
you should just keep
impressive.
trying, and even if he keeps losing, keep trying, because then I keep winning.
Yeah, of course you're saying that.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed you got NSYNC, but we all thought you were the biggest boy band fan, so
Oh,
we
yeah,
had
of
faith.
course. I mean, but I'm more of like a New Kids on the Block, new edition, OG style, you know?
Mm-hmm. No, I'm all about the NSYNC and Backstreet Boys.
It's also funny because it's like those bands are so big. Like back in the day, it's like he was like, I don't know any. You can't name 2.
Oh, he
Like,
didn't know any?
He didn't say any. Like it's like you just say NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, you'll probably get it right.
I feel like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys should be your first 2 guesses on any boy band question.
Yes, and we all know
And
why.
then, of course, the truly most underrated one, 98 Degrees.
Oh, yes. Nick Lachey.
I don't think I've ever written a 98 degrees question, but
There's still time.
maybe I will. But we know why I did that one, right?
Because it's May 1st.
Yeah!
It's going to be May. Yeah.
It's gonna
yeah,
be
yeah.
May. Yeah, I had to.
You
Red.
didn't actually have to. It would have been just fine if you never did.
Taryn and I were talking about that all day yesterday, and so when I read the question, I immediately looked at her and she smirked at me.
I was like, yeah, girl.
Yeah. Gray, red, and Arctic are all types of what?
Monkeys.
Foxes.
Yeah, foxes.
Oh, duh.
You knew that?
Yeah. Arctic
Why?
Fox. I don't know.
Okay. I know Arctic Monkeys. It's a good band.
And Volga River is located in Russia.
Sounds very naughty.
It does. Volga River.
I went out and I visited her Volga River.
Okay.
What is wrong
Wow.
with this place?
The visual right now.
Hey.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
go
try
swimming in that Volga River, you know it.
yeah, please try to use that on your wife later. See how that goes.
0 chance of it working.
You guys, my kid is already asking about drinking beer. He's only 4.
I would too if you were my mom.
Oh, God. You're going to hear from Barrett after Lenny Kravitz.
The Daily Migs Show.
Kids say the darndest things, don't they?
I mean, they did a TV show about that for a very, very good reason.
So yesterday,
I love how kids are. I've started to become more and more to think that kids are like either drunk people or old people. Like there is just zero F's given. There's no filter. They don't understand that they're maybe saying something that could upset you or hurt your feelings. They just say whatever the F they want.
And the great thing is when he says a lot of these things, I just grab my phone and start recording because it's cracking me up. So we've been talking a lot about different age milestones. You know, oh, you're going to be 5, you go to kindergarten. When you're 16, you get to drive a car. Well, yesterday, Barrett was asking me about beer. How old are you now?
4.
And what do you think about getting older?
Drinking beer.
What?
Drinking beer.
What about drinking beer?
Hey, Mom.
How old do you have to be to drink beer?
21.
21, that's right.
Play this.
Again, another proof again that they're just like little drunk people.
Hey, Mom.
How old do you have to be to drink beer?
Just completely forgot that you were asking him questions.
Hey, Mom.
Also, why does he even know that's a thing?
The reason he knows that's the thing is
Do we
because
need to have a conversation with you and Brad?
today is my stepson Brandon's 21st birthday.
Oh.
And we're going to get to see him this weekend and buy him his first legal beer. So Barrett had been hearing phone conversations with his brother Brandon and things that Brad and I were talking about. So then it came up again when we were talking about his brother. Okay, so brother Brandon, he has a birthday on Wednesday. And he's going to be turning 20.
It sounds like a total like old school like Stepford Wives type of a name for someone. Brother Brandon. We're going to see Brother Brandon. Like, I'm not Brother Brandon.
And he's going to be turning 21.
So you can drink lots of beer.
My gosh, this kid might have to go to... We might have to send him to rehab, and he's not even 5.
Is that what you think happens when you turn 21?
Hey, Mom.
Wait. Hold on, I'm still asking you something.
I'm trying to tell you something.
Okay. Yeah, let's play that game.
This is Zingo.
That's right. It's a game called Zingo. It's a bingo game.
Is it fun?
It's very fun.
Okay, good to know. Let's get back to drinking beer with Barrett.
Hey, where did you learn about beer?
From you making it.
Making it?
Yeah.
How do I make beer?
You use coffee and beer.
What kind of coffee are you drinking in the mornings?
I just like that he thinks I'm so crafty that I could make my own beer. That's fair. Coffee and beer?
To make beer?
Really?
Coffee and beer to make beer.
That's how you think it's made?
Yeah.
Duh, Mom.
Also, I don't even really drink that much beer at home. I'm a wine girl. I drink the boxed wine.
Let's not forget.
He's going to be turning 21.
So you can drink lots of beer.
Yeah, you don't drink any beer at home. Not you, Taryn Daly.
Only on the weekends.
Yeah.
Wine during the week. Beer on the weekends.
I don't think Tatum even knows what the heck beer is.
Barrett will tell her.
Apparently so. I don't know if I want Barrett hanging out with my daughter.
Barrett and Lily will teach her all about the beer.
These kids are bad influences.
So you can drink lots of beer.
So, happy birthday to brother Brandon, 21.
Is it weird for you being a step parent?
No.
Do you ever have to have you ever had any instances where you had to be a parent to, because I know he doesn't live at home with you guys. And I don't know how long, has he ever lived with you guys?
No, I mean, because he and the mom, Brad and the kid's mom, had kind of joint custody. So they would come over on, weekends and things like that. But I never had to do any punishing or parenting or really anything like that. But more of an ear to listen.
Okay.
And, great life advice giver, that kind of thing.
Debatable. And I'm sure if everyone wants to crack open a cold one.
So you can drink lots of beer.
Oh, my God. That poor kid. But he knows the age limit. You have to be 21.
Has he asked to try it?
No. Oh, no.
I mean, I don't think that's a crazy question to ask. I mean, it's a beverage. I mean,
Tatum,
if there's anything in our house that looks like it's drinkable, she wants to try it.
Oh, no. He's never asked, and he knows that it's something that 21-year-olds get to drink, so.
So you can drink lots of beer.
Watts and watts of beer.
Yesterday, we talked to a guy that shared a crazy story about how he signed up to climb Mount Everest with barely any training. You're going to hear from him at 7:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
Hiring for your small business? If you're not looking for professionals on LinkedIn, you're looking in the wrong place. That's like looking for your car keys in a fish tank. LinkedIn helps you hire professionals you can't find anywhere else, even those who aren't actively searching for a new job but might be open to the perfect role. In a given month, over 70% of LinkedIn users don't even visit other leading job sites. So start looking in the right place. With LinkedIn, you can hire professionals like a professional. Post your free job on linkedin.com/recommend today.
At Metro, get an iPhone 12 with 5G and a dual camera system for $99.99. Take amazing pictures and share them instantly. And don't put up with life's yada yada.
Yada yada.
Like photo bombers. Zoom, crop out,
Yada yada.
and bye.
You don't take yada yada in life, don't take yada yada from your wireless provider. Get iPhone 12 with 5G with no activation fees and nada yada yada. Only at Metro by T-Mobile. Switch to Metro, bring your ID. This offer isn't available for customers currently at T-Mobile or that have been with Metro in the past 180 days.
That's not just the sound of that first sip of Morning Joe. It's the sound of someone shopping for a car on Carvana from the comfort of home.
That's a good blend.
It's time to take it easy, like answering some easy questions to get pre-qualified for a car in minutes.
Talk about starting the morning right.
Just like customizing your terms so your car fits your budget. Visit Carvana.com or download the app to experience car shopping the way it should be. Convenient, comfortable. Ah.
Rockaholics, we know that you have a goal. Some crazy and some that are doable. So what is your ultimate goal? Give us a call, 206-803-ROCK. Yesterday, we talked with AEW wrestler, Seattle's own Darby Allin.
Recently got hit by a bus. He's okay.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. But he shared with us his crazy goal to one day climb Mount Everest.
It just popped up in my head one night, and I was like, man, I really, really want to do that. That's like something to push my body to the absolute limits, because everybody sees what I do physically in AEW. But I thought, man, like, what's something a pro wrestler has never done before? So I started thinking, I was like, Mount Everest, that sounds insane. So I just instantly, like, jumping on the phone with a bunch of climbing companies, and then they're like, yo, you need experience. You can't just go to climb Mount Everest. And I was like, okay, like, so I'll go through any training program you have. And I completed all the training programs, and they told me, we have never seen someone succeed in mountain climbing as fast as you have. Like, they're like, you're gonna do amazing on Mount Everest. So I was like all excited. I was like, yeah, I'm going to kick Mount Everest's ass. This is going to be awesome. And then 2 weeks before I was supposed to fly out, I broke my foot in the wrestling and at the show. I broke my foot in the first minute of the match, and I wrestled an extra 13 minutes on the broken foot. It was so hard. It was miserable. But then I got 3 metal plates put in my foot. So I'm recovering from that. But I fully plan on climbing Mount Everest again next year. I'm not taking this as a sign to stay away from the mountain. I'm taking this as a sign to kick ass next year. So I'm ready to rock.
I love how he's like, Mount Everest, that sounds insane. Yes, because that is insane. That's why it sounds insane, because it's not something that most people can do.
It doesn't even sound like he regularly goes on hikes.
No. I remember when I talked to him a while back, I've known him for years, and this is just very much like how he is. He's like, I just want to do something, so I'm going to do it. And I remember when he decided this, he cut like a promo and talked in front of the crowd right before he was going to leave to go do this excursion. And he's like, I might not come back. I just want you guys to know, I might die, and I'm okay with that. And I'm just like, oh. Yeah, that's just not the mindset I have when it comes to like certain goals that I have with my life.
And if you die up there, don't they just leave you?
I think so.
Like they're not bringing you down.
That's what I've heard. I don't know, because I've never done it, because it's insane.
Well, here is more from Darby talking about one day fulfilling that dream of climbing Mount Everest.
But now I really want to climb it. When it was ripped away from me, knowing how good training was going, and everybody being like, "You're going to be amazing. This is awesome." Like, there's my guide who's going to climb with me, climbed Everest 22 times, and he told me, you're going to kick this mountain's ass. And I was like, yeah. Like, so then to have it ripped away, I'm like, no.
I just love how big that dream is.
And he's going to do it. I have 100% faith that he's going to do it, so long as he doesn't break any other body parts right before like that, because he says like there's a window of opportunity to make this happen. Now he has to wait pretty much a year until he could make this happen again.
Poor guy.
I mean, maybe it's for the best, but I mean, I have a feeling that he's got his mind set on it, and he's going to make that happen. It's a crazy goal. And I'm sure once it happens, what a story to be able to share, like, limited amount of training, but you just had this desire to make it happen, and it did.
I hope they film it in some capacity so that he could have some sort of a documentary or something on the other side of it.
I remember talking about him, like, are you going to make like a docu? He's like, I don't know if I want to bring like a camera crew. I don't want to be distracted because obviously I'm going into something like this without a ton of experience. And also it's just like, I think I need to be 100% focused and not treating it like it's a reality show.
Crazy. Totally crazy. But I love it. So, Rockaholics, we want to hear from you. What is your ultimate goal? Maybe it's crazy like Darby Allin's. Call us up now, 206-803-ROCK. We'll take your calls after Green Day.
Yes, the Daily Migs Show.
Rockaholics, what is your ultimate goal? It can be crazy. It can be totally doable. We want to hear about it. What is your ultimate goal? 206-803-ROCK.
One of the text messages, this makes me feel good. I always love hearing stories like this because I never think my stupidity will ever inspire somebody to do something. But this person says, because of you, Migs, and all your dumb stories about playing hockey, I decided I wanted to learn how to play hockey. I'm finally starting to get good on the skates. I still haven't played an actual game. So my goal, before I'm too old, is to play an actual hockey game.
That's awesome.
That would be amazing. I had his name's Thomas. He sent me a direct message and similar story, just like heard about me, deciding I had a goal to have just one wrestling match and then did the whole independent wrestling training thing just to experience it. And now here I am 6-7 years into it. I've traveled and get to do it as frequently as I'd like or not like or whatever it may be. And it's been like kind of like one of those fun side things that 30-year-old Steve, 20-year-old Steve would never thought I'd ever be able to accomplish. And this person said they were inspired by that. So they also learned how to play hockey. And shout out to Thomas. He recently sent me a message. Played his first hockey game like in a tournament at the Spring Thaw at the Tacoma Twin Rinks.
Oh, my God.
And I was so bummed because he was having his game right around the time that we were doing our party at Chuck E. Cheese because I wanted to swing by and watch him because that would be so freaking cool.
For sure.
And it's like that's... I mean, it's just like, I don't know. That hit me in a way like I didn't expect. Like, again, I just share stupid stories because I think they're stupid stories. And the fact that they inspire somebody to do something equally, in their eyes, maybe stupid, but why not? Like, you only have one life. Might as well try these things.
Migs, the inspiration.
I don't know about that, but.
206-803-ROCK. What is your ultimate goal? David, in Federal Way, what is it that you want to open?
Half a day from Guam, guys.
What's up, David?
Hey. Good morning. Hey, yeah, I want to open up my own Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Academy, and that's my ultimate goal. I've been doing it for about 15 years. I've always been a teacher, but never a business owner, so I got the ball rolling where I just recently signed a lease for a retail spot here in Northeast Tacoma. The gym is going to be called the Trench Jiu-Jitsu because we don't fear challenge in the trench. We embrace it.
I like it.
I'd like to invite you guys for a week free. If you got when I open up, I'll be letting you guys know.
David, that is so funny because I was about to say at some point, whenever it opens up, you have to let us know because you're such a great supporter of the show. We should all come down. You should give us a jiu-jitsu lesson so I can finally twist Danny into a pretzel.
Whoa! Definitely. All
right,
you guys
twist
come
Taryn
down,
into a pretzel.
I'll do an hour free for you guys, just the Rock, for anybody that works at the Rock.
Oh, that would be a blast.
It would just be fun just to like go through the opening warm-ups. I know obviously we would not be skilled enough to do the stuff that anyone's doing, even on a very beginner level, but it would just be fun to experience something that you're so passionate about, man.
David, I've got a question for you. What is like a prerequisite for someone that wants to try jiu-jitsu? Is there like something you should try first?
Fist of Fury.
No, there's no prerequisite. It's just that fear of knowing that there's lions inside the school, and these are very tamed lions, you know what I mean? The hardest belt to get in jiu-jitsu is the white belt because it's very hard to want to walk into a place where there's killers, right? But
David, it's funny. It's funny you say I have a few friends that started doing jiu-jitsu at an older age, and they all bring up just how they're so happy they finally made that jump, and they also love the fact that it is the most humbling thing they've ever experienced in their entire life.
Yeah, exactly. Just I got 3 requirements. 1, leave your ego at the door. 2, take care of your training partner. And 3, smile because you came for something good.
That's awesome, man. And congrats on making that happen. And keep us posted when it does open up.
Definitely. Have a good day, guys.
You too, David.
I do like this text. My ultimate goal is to win Metallica tickets. Did I miss the code word at 7:20?
Hey, there's another one coming up at 11:20 if you did. Good news. 206-803-ROCK. What is your ultimate goal, Rockaholics?
Someone also just texted in and they said, my ultimate goal is to skydive. I haven't worked up enough money to make it happen, but I will before the year is over.
And you've not done that yet.
And I never will.
You don't want to do that.
That's zero goal.
You do not like
There's not a
zero
single. That is like, my goal is to never do it.
Okay.
Why? Do you have a goal of skydiving?
I would skydive. I mean, I went bungee jumping and I loved it, so I think I would like skydiving.
So what is your ultimate goal?
Well,
besides bringing another goat into the household, but I know Brad's shooting that down.
I kind of brought it up, I think yesterday. I want to go visit that sea organ in Croatia.
Yes.
That's like my big travel goal. I've done very little travel in my life, but that's one place I want to. That's like the top.
Do you have a plan to make that happen? Or
yeah,
you just
book a plane ticket and go.
Okay, I get that. I mean, are you like saving money for this to happen, or is this just something?
I'm remodeling my house right now, Steve. I'm not saving money for anything. But someday, that in the next couple of years, I'd like to make it happen.
Danny, what about you?
I can't really think of anything off the top of my head because, the skydiving thing has just never been anything, or like bungee, anything like that. I'm just like, no, I can't. I don't know. I'm good right now.
Yeah, so there's nothing like you've accomplished. Have you ever had a goal and have you accomplished it?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was the being on the radio on a rock station in a big market. That was my goal for the longest time, and I really wanted to. And I guess even more
You're
recently,
welcome.
Yeah, thank you. More recently than that, I wanted to DJ emo night, and I made that happen too. So it's like career goals, nothing like physical or anything like that type of thing.
That one is kind of funny because you were going to those emo nights, and just as a person that would just buy a ticket and go and jump around and sing the songs with everybody else that goes there, and somehow you weaseled your way onto the stage. And then somehow, and I'm sure they have a bunch of people that are on that stage that think they can play these emo songs.
Sure.
Somehow you weaseled your way then to actually DJ at these events, and they're sold out. There's like 600-700 people at Numos when these go down.
Yeah, and it's mind-boggling to me. And then even we talked about it on the show when I did Spokane, and then upping that to 1,500 people sold out, and having everyone come up and tell me after that it was like one of the most amazing nights of their life. It was
just down with the sadness.
Yeah, they were down with the sadness.
So I have a question for you, Danny. Now that I have been to my first emo night. I've seen the folks that get up on the stage and sing every word. I've seen that. What was it? Cody Epidemic?
Yeah,
Cody Epidemic. Were you like Cody? Were you a known personality on the stage before you embarked on your DJ career?
Did you take your shirt off is what she wants to know.
I did not take my shirt off. However, it was funny because Cody and I, everyone always thought we had beef because I was like the pop punk and he was like the emo because he has the long emo hair and stuff like that. So everyone was like, it's the pop punk versus emo showdown on stage. So yes, I was.
This just proves that there's stupid drama in anything.
Oh, and everything.
These two guys are on stage together. They must not like each other.
And the greatest part is that we're homies. Like we're fine. Like it's not like there's never been any beef between us.
I don't like Cody Pandemic whatsoever.
Epidemic.
That too.
True.
I don't like either of them. Rub me the wrong way.
Okay, Steve.
That's why I don't go.
I do have a question about you and your wrestling because I know you got into you started doing it a little bit later in life.
A lot later.
That first match that you had, were you completely freaking out or was it like adrenaline rush and you were cool?
No, I thought I was going to pee my pants. The entire time I'm back there, I'm like, I got to use the bathroom. And they're like, you've used the bathroom like 6 times in the last 15 minutes. Like, it's just, that is just something. Nerves. Apparently that's the thing. I'm sure it's with anything, but that's the thing with in wrestling. Like right when you're waiting at the curtain to go out, you just have this uncontrollable urge that you need to pee. And once you get out there, it's gone. And everyone was saying that, like, dude, these nerves will be gone the minute you get in the ring. And they were absolutely right. Like, once you're in there, that's why you do all that training, and that's why you spend all that time practicing, is because you want to be in that mindset once you're in there, because you got to keep someone safe.
Oh, yeah.
And you can't do that if you're, like, shaking and worried if you're going to pee your pants. You know what I mean? But, yeah, dude, it was terrifying. It was terrifying. It was, and I thought, okay, this is a one-and-done thing. And here I am still thinking it's a one and done thing. I'm like, oh, this next one's my last one, I promise. And then you just keep chasing that dragon. Because it's so much fun.
Verified champ. Rockaholics, we know that at some point you have gotten into trouble for something so beyond stupid, something that you will never forget. Call us up now as we want to hear that story. Plus, your story will give you a chance at winning tickets to see the Rolling Stones at Lumen Field. Call in now, 206-803-ROCK. We'll take your calls at 7:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
Looking for a job is lonely. Endless searching, phone calls that go nowhere, applications that vanish into thin air. What if you could link with dozens of local companies who are hiring right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, endless opportunities, and no fees ever for job seekers. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Listen as Selenia tells us why she chose to vaccinate her daughter.
I definitely felt like the pros far outweighed the cons. The diseases that I am protecting my child against, they're still here. And at the end of the day, it's my job as a mother to keep my child safe.
Talk to your child's doctor and learn more at whyvaccines.com. Brought to you by Merck.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hiring for your small business? If you're not looking for professionals on LinkedIn, you're looking in the wrong place. That's like looking for your car keys in a fish tank. LinkedIn helps you hire professionals you can't find anywhere else, even those who aren't actively searching for a new job but might be open to the perfect role. In a given month, over 70% of LinkedIn users don't even visit other leading job sites. So start looking in the right place. With LinkedIn, you can hire professionals like a professional. Post your free job on linkedin.com/recommend today.
At Metro, get an iPhone 12 with 5G and a dual camera system for $99.99. Take amazing pictures and share them instantly. And don't put up with life's yada yada.
Yada yada.
Like photo bombers. Zoom, crop out,
Yada yada.
and bye.
You don't take yada yada in life, don't take yada yada from your wireless provider. Get iPhone 12 with 5G with no activation fees and nada yada yada. Only at Metro by T-Mobile. Switch to Metro, bring your ID. This offer isn't available for customers currently at T-Mobile or that have been with Metro in the past 180 days.
Now on the Daly Migs Show.
Damn. Some birds aren't meant to be caged. Yet, here we are, butt naked, eating soggy bologna sandwiches. Figure it's time to get busy living and get busy winning.
Let's play Cellmates.
Cellmates, where lawbreakers become game changers. This week we are playing for tickets to see the Rolling Stones at Lumen Field on May 15th. Let's meet our cellmates. We have Chris in Kenmore. It all started with a car accident.
What's up, Chris?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. What's your story, my man?
So I've been working for this delivery company for like about a year, and around like a couple days after my like year mark, right? I fell asleep at the wheel and I hit a pole head on.
Oh no!
And my car was like destroyed and everything. I called them and said, "Hey, you know, my car got destroyed. I'm really sorry. I'm going to be late." And they said, "Don't bother coming in." And so I was like, oh, okay, they're going to fire me over this. So they fired me. The next day, I had like a busted up hand and everything, and they called me and said, hey, we're going to need those shirts back. And I had about like, I don't know, 10 shirts of theirs. And I put it in a cardboard box, and I figured they pissed me off, so I had to piss on something. So I ended up pissing all over the shirts and putting it on my boss's desk.
Well, that's one way to get your job back.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I mean, a resignation letter would have probably worked as well.
Yeah, I thought about the Dear John, but this seemed more impactful, right?
I mean, this is definitely like, you know, guns a-blazing, deuces in the air, I'm out.
Yeah, I was listening to a lot of Rage Against the Machine at the time.
Yeah, I believe on Evil Empire, they wrote a song about peeing on the shirts and giving them to your boss.
Yeah. See, I was just trying to... I believe that was Trujillo. Trujillo. Never mind. Anyway, the kicker of the whole thing is they actually took me to court over the shirts, and the judge found that I needed to pay $1,200 back.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I wasn't too mad, though, because I kind of messed their shirts up.
Well, Chris, we're going to introduce you to your cellmate, who is Heather in Seattle. Now, Heather, I just wanted you to know that Outdoor Intercourse Day is coming up on May 8th.
What? Excuse me?
Not anymore.
What happened when you played that game?
That one. Way back in high school, I had a boyfriend, and we were behind the Renton Stadium being intimate. And we had a Renton cop pull up on us and tap on the side of the vehicle, and it's an open back end of a pickup truck, and he says, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" "Oh, we're just hanging out." "And how old are you?" 15. "How old are you?" 17. And he said, "Don't you think you guys should be home?" Yeah, we'll go home.
Oh, no.
That'd be so awkward for the officer. I mean, it's already awkward walking up on two people having sex, but then it's two minors as well. And it's just like, come on, guys, get your clothes on. I don't want to be talking to you.
So you didn't get in any trouble, though? He sent you home?
Nope, they just sent us on our way. Said, yeah, get gone.
Did you ever...
2 in the morning, snuck out of the house,
Did you ever try and, do outdoor or in public intimate settings ever again after that, or was that just scared you off to ever try it again?
No, I have.
Atta girl. Way to go, Heather.
All right, Steve, based on the severity of the crimes of our cellmates, who should go first in the game?
Ooh. Yeah, let's start up with Heather.
I
love both of these stories.
Heather, the first question to you. In the nursery rhyme, Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, what did Jack jump over?
Candlestick.
Yeah.
No, just hand answers. That's
Chris.
That's an easy one.
I think this one's easy, too.
Okay.
Chris, Kona and Tucson are both models from which auto manufacturer?
Kona in Tucson, Hyundai?
Yes.
Oh, right. I thought he said Honda, but he said Hyundai.
Hyundai.
Okay.
All right, back to Heather. Which social media platform is known for its pinning feature, allowing users to discover and save ideas?
Oh, gosh, I have no idea. Let's do Twitter, maybe?
No, that would be Pinterest.
I thought the question gave the answer away. That was a good one.
Pinterest. All right, Chris, if you get this correct, you win the tickets. If you get it wrong, the game continues.
Oh.
No pressure.
There's a lot of pressure.
Name the only city in the United States with 3 professional sports teams who rock the same colors.
3 professional sports teams with the same colors? California?
Oh, it would be Pittsburgh.
I believe the Penguins purposely changed their colors so they can match the Pirates and also Steelers.
Makes it very easy to be a fan. All right, Heather, next question to you. Mount Rainier is the tallest mountain in Washington State. What is our state's second tallest mountain?
Baker?
No, it would be Mount Adams. Chris, your question, and you must get it right if you want to win. If you get it wrong, we continue. Ptarmigan and shoebill are both types of what animal?
A duck?
Are they ducks?
Not really. I don't.
Cormorant?
I mean, it's a bird.
But is it a duck?
I don't know if it's specifically a duck.
All right, no. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just asking because I don't want to screw the guy over if that's the case. I don't want my shirts getting urinated on.
All right, Heather, question to you. True or false? Tug of war was once an Olympic sport.
True.
Correct. All right, Chris, you must get this correct for the game to continue. Which rock band released the albums 40 Ounces to Freedom and Robin the Hood?
Oh, 40 Ounces of Free. Is this you said rock band?
Yes.
40 Ounces of Freedom. Why do I know that? Guns N' Roses?
Oh, that would be sublime.
I would love to hear Guns N' Roses performing 40 Ounces of Freedom, though. Congratulations, Heather.
Yeah, Heather, you're going to the show. Rolling Stones at Lumen Field.
Nice. Excellent.
And Sarah's used those public bathrooms to do certain things in there. So, I mean,
it's true.
Not saying. But
they got
I'm
some
saying.
good bathrooms, Heather.
Okay.
Check it out.
Spacious.
Yeah, the family restroom. That's what you do.
Oh, my God.
That's how you make a family. In the family restroom.
Rockaholics, have you ever been mad over something completely irrational? Like being mad at someone for stealing your parking spot, even though it's not an assigned spot. One member of our show is dealing with this, and I think you can figure out who that is. We're going to talk about it after Kaleo.
The Daily Migs Show. The Daily Migs Show.
Have you ever been worked up over the most ridiculous thing? Feel free to call us or text us now and let us know. 206-803-ROCK. Sarah, we bring this up because you've been put in a bad mood most mornings because of maybe a little bit of a dumb reason.
Okay. Yes, I have been. And I feel like even if I'm going to explain it, people are going to think it's a dumb reason until it happens to them. And then maybe they'll realize the struggle. So we park in a parking garage and, we get here so early so that, we have plenty of options. But I like this one specific spot. Like,
what is it about the spot? Is it the way
you just drive.
the light shines down on it?
You just drive right into it. There's so much space on each side. I have had a problem in the past with not being great at parking and not hitting the poles. So I got a new car recently, so I didn't want to scratch up my car or knock the mirrors off. So this spot is spacious. It's great. So I've been parking in it for the past few months, except till a few weeks ago where there was a car parked there. I had never seen this car before.
How dare they?
So I'm like, all right, this is fine. A week goes by. All right, I thought maybe they're on vacation. So then I thought maybe they're on a 2-week vacation. And then after 2 weeks, I was like, who can go away for a month now? What is this car still doing here? So this week, it's coming up on a month. So I literally almost every day have been asking Danny if we would find it appropriate for me.
Wait a second.
Yeah, to talk to.
You're not going to do that.
The parking manager in our building
about the non-reserved spot that someone else is parking in.
Yes. Yeah, because
you've lost your mind.
Well, this car has not moved. It stayed there. I mean, shouldn't there be like a time limit of how long you can just park your car here?
I was very curious
about it. I've parked there for a week when I've gone on vacation before I've used it to go, I parked here and then just because I have a monthly parking spot, so I could park here every day 24/7 if I want.
Well, I mean, this is what this person thought.
Wouldn't it be funny if it's my car the entire time?
If I knew it was your car, woo! Because I've thought about leaving some notes on that car too, but I don't think the person's ever coming back.
Though? Like, here's my question, because I used to be no different than you. As much as I want to give you a hard time, I would always be instantly pissed off when I pull in and I'd be like, who the F is taking my spot? But then I kind of had to think for a second and use my rational side of my brain. And maybe you need to do that as well. In the sense that they have no idea that it's your spot because they're getting here before you. That's why they're taking the spot.
Well, I think
it's not like they've been keeping tabs on this spot and saying, oh, the minute this girl leaves that spot, I'm going to take it.
I've been keeping tabs on this car, though, and I don't think it's moved. So I think it's exactly like you, Steve. And I get it. Okay, I gave it a week. I gave it 2 weeks. But we're at a month now. We're at a month.
If I were you, I would get some spray paint and write your name on the spot.
I like Adam and Enum Claw just texted and said, so you're mad at a person for taking, quote unquote, your spot because you're a garbage driver. Wow.
Yes.
Next text. Come on.
Well.
Come on.
Well, I just want to let you guys know. So when we pull into the garage, I can't see this spot. So every day I have a glimmer of hope that the car won't be there because the car is tiny. And every day, except for this morning, the car was there. I pulled in today. The car wasn't there, you guys.
And it was the first thing I noticed.
Miracles do come true.
It was the first thing I noticed when I pulled into the lot this morning. I was like, Sarah is having a good day.
It's just a freaking spot.
There's
a billion spots.
I screamed with excitement. I texted Danny immediately because Danny has heard me bitching about this every day when we walk down to our car together.
Steve, literally yesterday, we're walking down and she's like, it's a small car. Do you think we could pick it up?
Okay.
I was about to move this bitch.
I kind of want you to reach out to the parking people and ask them, hey, what can we do about this? Just to see what kind of response. Can you please record their response?
I think
it's not like they're non-handicapped in a handicapped spot, or there's hundreds of spots.
Yes, I just think they've overstayed their welcome in this specific spot.
I do. I have 2 favorite spots downstairs, and if one is taken, I use the other one. But when they're both taken, it does upset me a little bit.
You guys are funny because sometimes I'll show up and someone's in quote unquote the spot that my spot, and you're all just like, saw somebody took your spot, and I'm like, yeah. And you know what I did? I parked in another empty spot. It's okay. It's so funny. I worked.
Sarah and I are creatures of habit.
Yes, and it's been ruining my habit. That's why I've been off this past month. But now I'm on.
Welcome back, baby.
Thanks.
Well, as you were saying this, I of course had to type it into our songwriting AI software.
No.
Because if Taylor Swift has a tough time with all of her exes, and you clearly have a tough time with your ex parking spot, I figured it deserves a song.
In a little town where the streets are tight, there's a parking spot that causes quite a fight. Every day, without a doubt, Sarah finds her spot occupied. There's no way out. Oh, Sarah's parking spot, it's a never-ending tale. Every time she tries to park, another car prevails. She's odd and ratchet, that's what they say. But why they steal her spot, well, nobody can say.
I'm getting teary-eyed.
It's beautiful.
It's not a sign, it's just a regular space, but somehow it's become a never-ending race. Sarah's got a target on her back. You see they're after her spot.
They are after it.
In
Maybe
the
after
land of the free.
In America, the land of the free.
Where anyone can park in anyone's spot, I guess.
Well, I'm glad you got your spot back, Sarah. It made my morning, I can tell you that.
Thank you, Taryn.
The Sounders won their game yesterday, but they nearly blew it. Many fans are not happy with how the season is going. And even in a win, they are somehow still pissed. So we will go straight to the comments at 8:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
It's one thing falling in love with a house, and quite another navigating the world of negotiating, mortgage lenders, and finding the budget that works best for you. Guidance from an agent who's a Realtor can make all the difference, because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
The comfort of your favorite seat is now your comfy car selling command center, thanks to Carvana.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Your favorite seat's the best spot in the house. Make it even better by entering your license plate or VIN and getting a real offer in minutes.
There really is no place like home.
And speaking of home, Carvana will pick up your car from yours after you finalize your offer. Visit Carvana.com or download the app and sell your car from your comfy place.
Here's why April chose to vaccinate her child.
I think actually meeting someone who was not vaccinated and now has a lifelong struggle with a childhood disease really cemented for me that it's super important that we as parents continue to vaccinate our children.
Talk to your pediatrician or visit yvaccines.com. Brought to you by Merck.
It all started this morning, Rockaholics. If you're a Metallica fan, you're going to be super pumped to hear this. Today and all month long, we are giving you many chances to win tickets to see Metallica at Lumen Field on Friday, August 30th.
Yeah!
Is that the Pantera night you said, Steve?
That is the Pantera night. That is the night I have to make it for. Because I've never seen Pantera live. Obviously not with the members that are no longer with us, but still, Metallica and the music of Pantera, that sounds like a great time.
In for that. So every day in May, listen for the code words to be announced. 7:20, 11:20, 4:20 in the afternoon, and 8:20 in the evening. And text those code words to 206-803-ROCK to enter for your chance to win. Then on top of that, one lucky winner will be the grand prize winner. They get the official Metallica vinyl catalog set and a turntable to play them on. You can get more info under the contest page at KISW.com.
Everyone knows social media is a time suck, and what you're about to hear proves it. If it's online, someone, somewhere, has an opinion and is whining about it. So let's get straight to the comments.
The Sounders won last night, 3-2 against the Philadelphia Union. But Philly almost came back in the second half. Many people were obviously very happy about the win, but, of course, there were a ton who just wanted to complain.
I feel like it's the difference between the Mariners fans and the Sounders fans right now, because the Mariners are on a good winning streak, 5 straight series that they've won. So yesterday they were up 3-0, almost blew it, but I think most of us Mariners fans are like, phew, but hell yeah, go Mariners, great win. Whereas on Sounders, they haven't had a great season.
Yeah,
so
great.
Even though they were up 3-0, they almost blew it. People were just like, this is why the Sounders suck.
Oh, yeah.
That's so funny.
So, of course, we have to go straight to the comments.
Came across a few of those social media posts. I think most of them were by Danny V.
Yeah, of course.
Complaining about the Sounders winning, even though they almost lost. We sent those to Jason, our production director, a.k.a. Veggie Dog, a.k.a. VD, and say pick out some of your favorite comments and just do whatever voice you want and reenact those comments for us. Are you ready for comment number 1 about the Sounders winning, even though the fans are still mad about that?
I was born ready.
Look, I'm glad we won, but I was so pissed about how we were playing the second half. It's a relief, but I am still fuming. Where was Paulo the second half? Oh, that's right, on the bench, because Schmetzer didn't sub him in. Schmetzer!
Oh, my God, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, I mean, and Schmetzer, how many championships has he brought the Sounders? Is it 2?
All of our championships.
Is it 2 or 3?
Two MLS Cups, yeah.
And man, how people have forgotten. Everyone's just like, fire Schmetzer. All right, here's our next comment about the Sounders.
That second half was embarrassing.
They still won the game, right?
Yeah, they still won the game.
Just making sure I maybe forgot. Okay.
Drew Carey's too busy tripping on acid at Fish concerts. Maybe that stupid hippie should take pride in owning this team and get us back to past greatness. Hashtag say no to drugs. Hashtag say no to Schmetzer.
Okay, I'm with that guy. Drew Carey needs to get off the drugs and make sure that the Sounders, he's a minority owner, right? He's not even like the main guy.
Yeah.
It's all Drew Carey's fault, that stupid hippie.
It was 3-0 when I went to take a dump. Come back and it was 3-2. Come on, Sounders, you gotta hold on to that lead. Embarrassing.
There's like sometimes thoughts that should just stay in your head that you don't need to, make
what part of that
known.
Comment was?
Dumping, taking dumps.
Well, I mean, Wayne took a number 2 and then Philly scored 2. Don't take number 2s when you watch a Sounders match.
Sounders better win this Sunday. It's Cinco de Draco.
Are they playing on Sunday?
They are.
Okay,
yes.
good.
Yeah.
Make sure this guy's not going to be let down. We have 2 more comments. Ready for the second to last comment about the Sounders winning, even though if you hear these comments, it sounds like they lost the game yesterday.
Why does every Seattle game always have to give me a heart attack? Hashtag flatline.
Not wrong.
Honestly, that's me and Steve after almost every Seahawks game. So.
Seahawks, Kraken, now the Mariners. But I'm sure it's not going on social media to yell about it. One last comment. Taryn Daly, are you ready for it?
I'm so ready.
Holy shit. You all will just bitch about anything. They f***ing won. They won. All I see is bitch, bitch, bitch. Wah, wah, wah. Cry, cry, cry. Bitch, bitch, bitch. You realize there are 2 clubs on the pitch trying to win, and the Sounders won. End of story. They won. Shut the f*** up.
There are a lot of periods, I believe.
Wow.
That's the voice of reason right
That
there.
guy, I know, he sounds very angry, but he's making some sense in the whole situation.
Go Sounders. Cinco de Drinko.
Let's go.
They better not Cinco de Stinko.
Who are they playing on Sunday?
The LA Galaxy, who are doing fantastic this year. So we might have to have a lot of tequila on Sunday.
There is a huge rock star who is currently going viral for being caught wearing leather pants while at the gym working out. Who is it? We're going to tell you after the Scorpions.
The Daily Migs Show.
Lenny Kravitz went viral a couple weeks ago for posting a video of himself at the gym rocking leather pants. And as it turns out,
Of course he did.
this is very typically what he wears to the gym.
I'm also picturing him in like a white see-through, long-sleeve, button-up shirt that's not buttoned up.
I'm picturing that too.
See, this is the problem. Anytime Lenny Kravitz comes up on our show, or we play Lenny Kravitz's music, which I feel like we might need to ban, Sarah and Taryn will not stop drooling over the guy.
Well,
Have you ever met him?
No.
I
I
have.
don't even think I could. I don't think I could do it.
I've met him once. And at the time I was a girl I was dating, I met him with a girl that I was dating. And I never felt like I was about to lose that girl more in my entire life. Like in a snap of a fingers, he could have just been like, let's go. And I'd be like, yeah, I get it. I can't compete with this.
So she thought he was a hottie McNaughty too?
I've never seen her smile more in a picture.
See, I'm afraid I couldn't even speak to him. I think I would just melt into a puddle.
Drool a little.
Yeah, a lot.
I don't think I could. I think I would ask to feel his 6-pack.
Oh, God.
Or maybe his 8-pack or whatever.
So
kind of
you'd have a
packs
hard
he
time
has.
talking to him. And the first thing you would ask is if you could touch his stomach.
Consent is sexy. Consent is sexy.
Yeah, and that's what happens when I get really
No,
nervous.
abs are sexy, apparently.
Yeah, is I talk too much. Like, like you would be too quiet. Some people get really quiet when they meet someone like that. I would just, vomit mouth. Just anything and everything.
So is Lenny Kravitz like a top 5 for you girls?
I mean, he's definitely...
When it comes to like rock stars?
He's a complete smoke show.
Yes.
Would you put him on like your Mount Rushmore of sexy rock stars?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
And the most recent music video he put out, I think I hipped Sarah to that, and it is a sexual journey.
You don't even want to know how many times I've watched it.
I actually don't. I was thinking about it. No.
You should watch it.
Well, for a while, I used to be a massive, massive Lenny Kravitz fan. And the time I met him, very brief, could not be a nicer guy. Like, it would be very easy to talk to him. He was very engaging. He had a big smile on his face. I mean, maybe because he was just like, I could take this guy's girl in a snap of a fingers, and he thought that was funny. But he was a super cool guy. And I remember the first few records, I was obsessed with Lenny Kravitz's music. I always thought it was pretty badass. And just over time, I just kind of forgot about him. And now I get reminded of him every day because of you two ladies.
Well, he apparently says he always wears boots and leather pants. So when he goes to the gym, that's just what he wears.
Okay. I mean...
And he said specifically when he's lifting weights. Because he says he doesn't sweat a whole ton when he lifts weights.
No, I get that. I understand not sweating, but you still can't take a couple seconds and either show up in workout gear or go to the locker room and change. I mean, he's Lenny Kravitz.
He has to be, he's Lenny Kravitz. He has to be Lenny Kravitz all the time.
God forbid somebody sees him without leather pants. They forget that he's a rock star.
Yep.
They wouldn't even recognize him.
That's fair.
Wouldn't
yeah.
even recognize him.
Do you have a picture of him working out in leather pants? Oh, there it is. Yeah, he's wearing leather pants and a see-through mesh sleeveless shirt.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Who's doctor? Dr. Feelgood?
Yes.
Well, and then what we're looking at, the picture right below it, is just him shirtless, just bathing in the sun, it looks like. If he ever came to studio, that would be the one time I would put any effort into looking good that early. Yeah.
Oh, we should lie. Like next April Fool's Day, say that Lenny Kravitz is coming in, and Sarah's just all dolled up, waiting for him at the front door. I swear he's on the way up. He said he's in the elevator.
And then he pulls up in the small car that parked in her spot for 2 weeks.
Oh, well, then I don't want to meet him.
Flipping her off, like, hey, you like my abs now, bitch?
I would wake up at like midnight to start getting ready for him, probably, if he was to come to
Here's my question. So you get all dolled up. Are you hoping that he's going to be like, hey, pretty lady, you want to come back to my hotel room?
Yes.
Do you get a hall pass? Do you get a hall pass?
Well, first, I have to make sure he's okay with me touching his 6-pack.
Right.
So
what if he says yes? I was hoping you would.
Well, then all my work of looking good that morning paid off. And then
Does George know that this is your thing?
Well, if he invites me, I mean, I would have to ask. I've thought about this. If like a really hot celebrity asked me, like, "Yo, you want to come back in my, hotel or whatever?" I would ask them if they had a really sexy woman that could be offered to my husband.
Oh, that way he doesn't feel bad that you're banging another dude. So
Exactly.
Because he's banging a hot chick.
Exactly, because I
think that's how it works in the most relationships, right?
Because I would definitely have to run it by George first. I couldn't
Would you
just do
text
it.
him or call him?
I would call him.
Oh, that's the honorable thing to do, at least.
Exactly.
You wouldn't ask him the night before as you're getting ready at midnight. Maybe be like, hey, babe, why are you getting ready at midnight? You're like, well, I'm hoping to have sex with Lenny Kravitz. Are you going to be okay with that?
Well, yeah, I mean, I would run it by him first, just to put it in his mind. But I think it'd be better to have someone for him, too, because I'd be like, yo.
Good news and bad news.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
or maybe good news for George, too.
What, he's always fantasized about you getting railed by Lenny Kravitz?
Well, probably not. But if he got to do one of Lenny Kravitz's probably many beautiful model groupies or something, it could be a win-win.
So he doesn't have to. You don't even have to offer up Lenny's like main squeeze. It could just be any hot chick.
Yeah, I mean,
Here's
yeah.
to George. Be like, yep, that's Lenny's girl.
Also, I decided to look at this picture where he's basking in the sun, as Sarah said.
Yeah.
First comment I see on it is from Channing Tatum. Jesus Christmas, Lenny. WTF, you're going to hurt someone on this platform.
He's hurting me, honestly.
A-Rod. The second comment is A-Rod with fire emojis. I'm like, what is... It's like this. It's like a celebrity.
I think everybody's blown away by how Lenny Kravitz, I think, has gotten younger looking, and even like in the eyes of a lot of ladies, I think more of like a lust or a hot sex symbol than even when he was in his like 20s and 30s.
Well, and so we've learned that he works out in leather pants, but Sarah, he says that when he does cardio, he wears sweatpants. And I was just wondering if those sweatpants might be gray.
I was about to say, I bet they're gray sweatpants for the ladies.
I love a man in gray sweatpants.
All right, we need to take a break, Steve.
Do you love a man that can beat Steve?
If they're wearing gray sweatpants.
Rockaholics, how would you like to beat Steve? He is currently 109 wins, 27 losses, and 17 ties in 2024. 206-803-ROCK. We'll play Beat Migs at 8:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
It's one thing falling in love with a house, and quite another navigating the world of negotiating, mortgage lenders, and finding the budget that works best for you. Guidance from an agent who's a Realtor can make all the difference, because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
At Metro, get an iPhone 12 with 5G and a dual camera system for $99.99. Take amazing pictures and share them instantly. And don't put up with life's yada yada.
Yada yada.
Like photo bombers. Zoom, crop out,
Yada yada.
and bye.
You don't take yada yada in life, don't take yada yada from your wireless provider. Get iPhone 12 with 5G with no activation fees and nada yada yada. Only at Metro by T-Mobile. Switch to Metro, bring your ID. This offer isn't available for customers currently at T-Mobile or that have been with Metro in the past 180 days.
Here's why April chose to vaccinate her child.
I think actually meeting someone who was not vaccinated and now has a lifelong struggle with a childhood disease really cemented for me that it's super important that we as parents continue to vaccinate our children.
Talk to your pediatrician or visit yvaccines.com. Brought to you by Merck.
At Metro, get an iPhone 12 with 5G and a dual camera system for $99.99. Take amazing pictures and share them instantly. And don't put up with life's yada yada.
Yada yada.
Like photo bombers. Zoom, crop out,
Yada yada.
and bye.
You don't take yada yada in life, don't take yada yada from your wireless provider. Get iPhone 12 with 5G with no activation fees and nada yada yada. Only at Metro by T-Mobile. Switch to Metro, bring your ID. This offer isn't available for customers currently at T-Mobile or that have been with Metro in the past 180 days.
Looking for a job is lonely. Endless searching, phone calls that go nowhere, applications that vanish into thin air. What if you could link with dozens of local companies who are hiring right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, endless opportunities, and no fees ever for job seekers. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
For those in the market for flavor, there's Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, a flavorful drink that's a modern twist on a Mexican street classic with 4 vibrant and refreshing flavors. Pineapple, watermelon, hibiscus, and cucumber lime, made with a splash of real fruit juice. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas are perfect for any fiesta, small or big. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, boldly authentic, vibrantly flavorful. Drink responsibly. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas flavored beers imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Hibiscus contains juice only for color.
Hey, Whatcom County, the holidays are over and lots of Americans are financially drained. Luckily, Bayside Coin and Jewelry pays top dollar for scrap gold, jewelry, and gold, silver, or platinum coins. If you have a pile of old jewelry or a stash of silver dollars, bring them into the store and see what they're worth. Or visit PacificRimCoins.com/calculator to get an instant quote using our free scrap calculator. That's PacificRimCoins.com/calculator for an instant quote.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs.
B. Migs. I know Peter from Seattle is. Peter, are you there?
Indeed.
I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Peter has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yes.
Which animal is known as the king of the jungle?
Lion.
Correct. Which NFL team has a lightning bolt on the players' helmets?
Chargers.
Yes. Similar to Labor Day, but celebrated today, what is another name for International Workers' Day?
Pass.
The Italian dessert that consists of cherry, pistachio, and chocolate ice cream is called what?
Spumoni.
Yes. What is the name for the center of an atom composed of protons and neutrons?
Nucleus.
Yes. In The Wizard of Oz, the Tin Man is in search of what?
A heart?
Yes. Lane Staley passed away in what early 2000s year?
2002.
Correct. Kristen Kish is the new host of what cooking show?
Pass.
What large state borders Pennsylvania to the north?
Michigan?
No.
New York.
Yes. When filling out official forms, what does DOB stand for?
Date of birth.
Yes. Similar to Labor Day, but celebrated today, what is another name for International Workers' Day?
Union Day?
No. Peter, you're going to know it when I say it. But you got 8 correct.
Yeah.
That's great. Yes. Oh my gosh, Peter, I got faith. I think Steve's going to know the first question you got wrong, at least. The second one, probably not. But Steve.
Here he is.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Yes. Which animal is known as the king of the jungle?
The lion.
Yeah.
Not sheep.
Which NFL team has a lightning bolt on the players' helmets?
Chargers.
Yes. Similar to Labor Day, but celebrated today, what is another name for International Workers' Day?
Deuce Day?
No.
Today. Today? Oh, May Day.
Yes.
Today.
The Italian dessert that consists of cherry, pistachio, and chocolate ice cream is called what?
You should get it at the spaghetti factory. Spumoni.
Yes.
I missed
What is the name for the center of an atom composed of protons and neutrons?
The molecule.
No.
The neutrons.
No.
Oh. Crap. I'll pass.
In The Wizard of Oz, the Tin Man is in search of what?
The nucleus?
Yes, the nucleus.
Tin Man is in search for a heart.
Correct. Lane Staley passed away in what early 2000s year?
2001.
No.
2002.
Correct. Kristen Kish is the new host of what cooking show?
Cooking with my boys.
No. Steve.
Hell's Kitchen?
Without getting that, you got 7 correct, which is a loss. 7-8. Let's go, Peter.
Even out my record. 1-1-1.
1-1-1. Look at us.
Look at us.
Ones across the board. Just look at us.
You were very confused, sorry, with my Labor Day question. You were like, two-day? Today is May Day, which some countries call Labor Day.
Oh.
We call it International Workers' Day.
Shout out to all the workers.
Yes, exactly.
In Canada.
And Kristen Kish is the new host of what cooking show?
Is it Hell's Kitchen?
No, I think it's like the most popular cooking show ever.
Baking Championship?
No.
Kids Baking
The Great
Championship?
British Bake Off.
Padma is no longer there.
I don't know who the hell Padma
Padma.
is.
What?
Oh
Is
my
that-
God,
is that
yes,
some
you do.
food?
No, Padma.
Padma's a person. Padma was the host. Now it's Kristen Kish.
Christian Krish?
I
have
can't
no
think of the
idea.
show name.
Top Chef.
Oh, I've never watched an episode.
What? Really?
Never once. Over here either.
Oh my gosh, I'm not even a chef and I love that show.
No, I only like when
You're
it's
not a chef, really?
You and your cottage cheese over there?
Every night for dinner.
Only the best chefs make cottage cheese. I only watch cooking shows that involve like baking things, like desserts and
So
stuff.
not cooking.
Well, they have to cook it.
No, they're baking it.
All right. I mean, tomato.
It's very different. 2 that you didn't get to. What large state borders Pennsylvania to the north?
What large state? New York.
Yes. And when filling out official forms, what does DOB stand for?
Man, I shouldn't have wasted so much time. Date of birth.
Yep, you would have won.
Yeah. Oh, that's how the game is
But
played.
you couldn't think of nucleus.
I got it, though.
You did.
I would have been more mad if I didn't.
Yeah.
Yesterday at this time, Steve was thrown off as Sarah commented on how large his tongue is.
It's because of my goat impression.
This was the first time that Steve has ever heard about this, and so he decided to ask his wife this very awkward question. What did Sid say? Did she agree with Sarah? We're going to find out after Papa Roach.
The Daily Migs Show.
Yesterday during the show, Sarah pointed out, when Steve was doing his goat impersonation, that she thinks that Steve's tongue is a very large one.
It's the first time I've ever heard somebody say that to me.
Here is that moment from yesterday.
I usually get fixated on their tongue, so I never notice their pupils.
Oh, really?
Not in that way. I just think aren't they adorable when they make their sounds? They stick their little, they go,
Oh my God, never do that. Steve, your tongue is weirdly long. Oh no! I did not need that visual. Oh no!
It's not weirdly long.
It's weirdly long.
I had no idea. And then you guys take pictures of me and Danny. I actually stayed away from our social medias because I was like, I don't even need to see these comments.
You don't want to be tongue shamed?
I don't need to hear it. I didn't even want to put my tongue out there for people to see. I feel like that's a private body part that I shouldn't be sharing with the Rockaholics. But you guys make me do these silly things.
So you'd never heard before from anyone?
No.
And you've never felt like your tongue was...
Well, I always wondered if my tongue is too large for my mouth because I always bite it. But I didn't know if maybe everybody does that. You know, sometimes you don't know if other people are doing things or dealing with things until you say it and you share your flaws. And someone's like, "Oh no, yeah, me too, man. Everybody's got large tongues." So I just assumed maybe everybody's got this problem. It's not just me.
Well, there's one person that we knew could probably answer the question whether your tongue is large or not, and that would be your wife.
Yeah. So I went home and asked her, and I almost forgot to. And then I remembered during dinner. And the way my brain works, if I don't do it right when I think of it, I'm gonna forget again. Like I'm just like, dad brain. Like I'm going a million miles an hour once I get home. So apologies to Sarah because I know she doesn't like when people are chewing and making eating sounds. But Tatum was enjoying some chips from Chipotle.
That big song getting in the way there, Steve?
Chick-fil-A meets Chipotle. It's a new restaurant we're doing called Chipotle. It's going to be a monster hit, I swear. It's only tacos with chicken in them.
Free guac, right?
Yeah, free guac. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Great lemonade. And you can also just hear how awkward it is for me to ask this question. But I'm like, I have to ask it. My kid's enjoying some chips from Chipotle. And here's what Sid had to say about my apparent large tongue. I got to ask your mommy a question. On the show, I stuck my tongue out to do a goat impression, and Sarah believes that I have an abnormally large tongue. Do you think I have a large tongue?
Yes.
What? Really? Dude, I was like, what? That's right. I don't even know you anymore. What? Really? This is the first I've heard of this. I did not think I had a long tongue.
Yeah. You have a big tongue.
All right. Well, Sarah, I guess you were right. My apologies. All these years, you think you know somebody.
Oh, I love that crunch at the end.
Tatum loves her chips.
It's a great commercial.
I am so happy.
You were right twice today. You were right earlier with Taryn saying that goat's eyes are a certain shape. You're like, no, they're another shape. And she had to go home and double check.
Yup.
And then you're right about my tongue. I had to go home and double check.
And she proved me right. And if anyone would know, it would be your wife. So
it was great. After that, my wife's like, are you just going to always be asking me some stupid questions from now on? I'm like, it's a very good chance I'm going to have to ask you a lot of stupid questions based on the conversations that we have on our show.
We need her to weigh in on so many things.
And I will say she sounded like embarrassed to answer, but also like,
very confident.
Yeah. She knew that answer.
Yeah.
That was the weirdest part. I guess I never bothered to ask. I don't know. Maybe I'm not good at communicating in my relationship. I just never bothered to say, hey, babe, do you think I have a big tongue?
Well, good news, Steve. I took some notes, and I decided to make a song for you and your large appendage there.
Oh, my gosh.
Excuse me, Danny? Your tongue. Yeah, your tongue. That's an appendage.
Yeah, big muscle you got there.
Oh, my gosh.
Thank you, Taryn. I'm out. Do you want to hear it? So you did want to do AI?
Of course.
Do you know the name of the song?
Of course I do. It's called Mighty Tongue. It's a metal song, by the way. It's called Mighty Tongue Unleashed.
Ooh.
I guess I want to hear this.
Behold the tale of a man so bold with a mighty tongue. His stories are told. Steve Migs, his name echoes in the night. But some so large, it's a fearsome sight. Does it make his wife happy? We'll never know. For his tongue secrets to the world it won't show. He binds it, for it's too fat for his mouth to bear. This monstrous tongue that fills the air. Mighty tongue, a force to reckon with, unleashed upon the world in a fearsome myth. Steve Migs, the legend of his massive tongue. Oh, it shakes the ground, leaving all undone. Leaving all undone.
All right.
That might be my favorite one yet.
I said that to Kevin. That needs to get played on Metal Shop.
Yeah, and also it needs to be your walk-in music to your new wrestling.
My new wrestling persona, the Mighty Tongue,
Yes.
Steve Migs.
Unleashed.
Unleash the tongue. What's my finisher? I lick a guy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think you're onto something.
You got a verified tongue there, buddy.
I could have a new title. And it's just a big, like, Rolling Stone tongue. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. I feel like Sarah should be my valet. She could be Sarah the Crooked Mouth with the Mighty Tongue Steve Migs.
Yes. I love this.
Something's very special.
This is either the
is
weirdest
happening here.
cartoon on Adult Swim, Cricket Mouth and Mighty Tongue, or the greatest tag team in professional wrestling.
Maybe both.
Rockaholics, we know that you are a massive music fan, probably of the Mighty Tongue Unleashed song for sure.
So
But
to Danny, that song is a banger.
Could you name a song after only hearing 1 second of the chorus? Prove it. And if you do, you could win tickets to see Experience Hendrix at the Paramount Theater. 206-803-ROCK. We'll play Hook or Shook at 9:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
At Metro, get an iPhone 12 with 5G and a dual camera system for $99.99. Take amazing pictures and share them instantly. And don't put up with life's yada yada.
Yada yada.
Like photo bombers. Zoom, crop out,
Yada yada.
and bye.
You don't take yada yada in life, don't take yada yada from your wireless provider. Get iPhone 12 with 5G with no activation fees and nada yada yada. Only at Metro by T-Mobile. Switch to Metro, bring your ID. This offer isn't available for customers currently at T-Mobile or that have been with Metro in the past 180 days.
A lot can happen between falling in love with a house and owning it. Having an advocate who can help you navigate negotiations, timelines, inspections, and more can make all the difference. That's what the expertise of a Realtor can do for you, because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
That's not just the sound of that first sip of Morning Joe. It's the sound of someone shopping for a car on Carvana from the comfort of home.
That's a good blend.
It's time to take it easy, like answering some easy questions to get pre-qualified for a car in minutes.
Talk about starting the morning right.
Just like customizing your terms so your car fits your budget. Visit Carvana.com or download the app to experience car shopping the way it should be. Convenient, comfortable. Ah.
The Daily Migs Show presents the Extreme Music Showdown. Let's play Hook or Shook. Please sign this waiver before we continue. Thank you. We'll drop a 1 second snippet of the hook of a song. If you can't name the song, watch out. You're gonna get shook.
It is time to play Hook or Shook. Danny will play 1 second of a song from 1 second of a hook from a song that he chose, and you have to guess what it is. This week we are playing for Experience Hendrix tickets at the Paramount Theater coming up on September 19th. This morning, our contestant is Daryl in Kirkland. Good morning, Daryl.
Good morning.
So you must get both of the songs right to win the prize. The first one, you will be on your own. The second one, this is where you can get shook as a member of our show at random, must get it right for you. If not, you will lose, and caller 9 will get the tickets. So let's see who you're playing with. Will it be me, Migs, or Sarah?
All right, the wheel's going. Just past Taryn's name. It's now on my name, and wow, a little bit of a Trensky.
Oh, yeah. You
It's
get
me and
Steve
Daryl.
Migs.
Let's go.
Me and Steve won about a month ago, so let's do it again.
We're the Mighty Tongues, baby. Let's make this happen.
All right, Daryl, are you ready for your clip?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I know it.
Oh.
We can play it again, Daryl.
Yeah, I got no clue. Play it again.
If you need a hint, I can help you.
I think I have the band, but let's go with a hint.
Okay. The band, some would say, as they've grown up, have become animalistic men.
Oh, I was thinking Kiss. I don't know. I don't think that's right.
They are definitely not Kiss. They also like to fight for their right to party. They're a band that likes to fight for their right.
Okay, so Beastie Boys?
Yes. And the song.
Not Fight for Your Right to Party. You guys did that one a couple weeks ago.
Daryl, do you want to hear the song again? So maybe now that you know it's the Beastie Boys, you'll be able to figure it out.
Yeah. What's that song? Brooklyn?
I mean,
Brooklyn in the name?
No. But I can tell you this as a hint.
Okay.
They are trying to, when you're trying to mess up somebody's plans, you are...
Wrench? Throwing a wrench in it?
No.
Oh,
man.
Daryl, so sorry. Sabotage.
I feel like that was, I mean, short of me making rhymes with schmamishmage.
And he already guessed like 3 things.
He did. I know he did. I
We
know.
were lobbing it up.
Danny, I think by now you know this game has zero integrity.
I do.
It's more of like, how can we give enough hints to help somebody win these tickets?
Also, can I say that every time that we play Sabotage or I hear Sabotage, all I can think is the Kraken warm-up song.
I was jokingly going to say, if I'm Taryn Daly making the hints a little too difficult, I'd be like, the Seattle Kraken skate out on this song.
Oh, there you go.
Or the men's room start their show with this song.
Also a good point.
Yep.
206-803-ROCK. Caller number 9 is going to get those tickets to Experience Hendrix at the Paramount Theater.
Also still one of the best music videos.
Oh, I love that video.
In college, we did like a parody of it, and I still have, I think it's on my YouTube. It's somewhere. But in my buddy Scott and I, we decided to recreate the entire video and like make it like we're driving through the sound. And then it all ends with us at a Dunkin' Donuts because, you know, that's what cops do. And that was the big joke of our video that we did in college. It was a big project. And I remember our teacher got so mad at us, though, when they realized how we filmed it. Because there are parts where like the tire of the wheel is spinning, kind of like we're trying to mimic what we saw in the music video. And so we had these expensive video cameras that the college provided. You know, we could rent them out to do whatever. And when you worked at the college TV station, you had access to this stuff. So we rented it out. And one of us, I think it was me, no, it was Joe who was helping us. He hung his body out of the car and I held his legs as he's filming it. And we were the idiots that shared that's how we did it. And man, our professor was furious. She's just like, you guys, I'm glad nothing went bad with it, but I'm struggling not to just ban you guys from using any of our video equipment for the rest of the semester.
What was your college TV station called?
It was WPLT, Plattsburgh.
I like that.
Yeah.
And you were doing mostly camera work?
No, I was a host of a music video show, myself and Scott. It's called Beat Best, and we would play some of the best music videos in rock.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have some of the old footage?
Oh, yeah, there's random footage out there. My buddy Joe was like, he was obsessive hoarder.
Yeah.
Like, he would just keep all the stuff, like all the videos. He still, every once in a while, just pop them up on Facebook. And we're like, dude, that was like freaking over 20 years ago.
Nice.
I'll have to find it on my Facebook, and I'll have to send it to you, the Beat Best music video for the Beastie Boys Sabotage. It's pretty awesome.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
Rockaholics, has there been something we have talked about this morning that you would like to talk about? Call us up now, 206-803-ROCK. We'll check in with the Rockaholics after Tom Petty.
The Daily Migs Show.
All morning long, we have received text messages and phone calls from you that we have not yet had a chance to get to, but the time has come. We are checking in with the Rockaholics, brought to you by the Law Tigers. We want to talk to you, so give us a call and chime in on anything we've hit on this morning, or if there's just something that's on your mind, please tell us about it. 206-803-ROCK. This morning we learned that Sarah's parking spot that she had been parking in for I don't even know how long, which had been occupied by a strange car for about a month.
Now, remember, it's a parking spot that is not reserved, although I heard the parking department, they messaged us and said that they're going to spray paint Sarah's name
Yes.
on that spot. in honor of you.
Thank you. I was thinking about doing that myself, so I'm glad that they're going to do it for me.
Today was the day, though. That car was gone, and Sarah got to resume parking in her favorite spot. So Trucker Dan in Indiana has a funny parking spot story for us.
All right. Well, back in the 80s, during the wintertime, we have to dig out our parking spaces. Well, my dad dug out his parking space in front of the house, but we kept having a neighbor that kept parking in his spot. So my dad asked him a couple times, hey, man, stop parking in front of the house. This is our spot. We reserved it. That's why we got this haul horse out there. Guy pretty much blew my dad off, said, don't worry about it. Go park down the street. So my dad, we had an old fire hydrant in the back, just sitting from whatever reason. So what my dad is doing up on a dolly, brought it out in front, put it next to his car, called out the police, ticketed his car, and towed it away to streets and sanitation. The guy comes out, his car was gone. My dad was parked in his spot, took the fire hydrant and put it in the back, back in the yard.
Dude, your dad and my dad would be best friends for coming up with creative ways to keep people from parking in front of the house. That's amazing.
You know, my dad was nice to him and asked him, hey, we took the time to dig this out, and the guy was being an ass.
Learned his lesson.
Say, I'm going to get that fire hydrant and pop it up.
So I told Sarah, they actually sell car dolly wheels for you put underneath the wheels of the car. They're like cradles for the wheels. I told her, pick that car up and shove it over one space, and she can have her spot back.
Oh, that would be so elaborate.
Why are we encouraging this kind of behavior, Trucker Dan? Sarah doesn't deserve that spot. It's a free spot for anybody. Well, it's not free.
I think it'd be funnier just to take the guy's car and move it to on the opposite side of the garage altogether, let him roam around and look for it and try to figure out how to get there.
You're not wrong. It would also be funny watching Sarah try and move the car also.
Oh, once you got those car dollies underneath the wheels, it's real easy. They're skateboard wheels. That car will slide with no problem.
I would somehow still injure myself.
That's what I'm thinking.
I
Sarah
would
would
run
get
myself
over.
like myself with the car.
206-803-ROCK. We are checking in with the Rockaholics.
My dad, there's a lot of things that make him very unique, but the one that I think we always would laugh about, and not to his face because he would freak out on us, but he had such a massive issue with people parking in front of our house. Like, I actually had to remind myself because I was starting to get annoyed with the neighbors parking in front of our house. I'm like, I'm becoming my father. I need to stop this. And it wasn't like as if they were parking illegally. We lived in a street in Brooklyn, New York, where anyone can park on the street. Like, it was just, it's a free-for-all. And my dad, for some reason, just hated anyone parking in front of our house. But it's like, how do you control that? He would get mad if their car is a little too far into the curb because it makes it hard for him to pull into the driveway. And he would get so worked up about it to the point he didn't get a fire hydrant. He bought a junker car. My dad, a Volvo. I'll never forget this Volvo. It barely even worked, and it didn't matter. He bought it. He paid for the insurance, the registration on it, the license plate, all that stuff, so that it was legal on the street, and parked it there for at least 10 years.
Just so that no one else would park there.
Yes.
That is very elaborate.
Yes. I mean, he would get into almost physical altercations with people when they were parking in front of our house. Like, the minute he saw somebody parking, because we live by a mall, so a lot of people would park at our house because it was like a block and a half from the mall. So it's like, instead of, it would just be easy to do. And he's watching them, and he'd go outside yelling at them if their car was too far ahead. And then he would start yelling with the people. And I'm watching this. I'm like, Dad's going to get stabbed at some point. But I think he just scared people because he was just this crazy guy running out of his house, just yelling at people because they're parking.
I mean, that makes Sarah seem a lot more rational.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. See, I'm not that crazy. Everybody has
you and
their
my dad
spot.
would be egging each other on. It would be insane.
Oh, yeah. I mean, even just the collar. I want to get the jacks. I just want to see if I could do it. Plus, it's a little car, so.
So if you... a question for you, because I haven't lived in a neighborhood in a while. I mean, I'm in a neighborhood, but I don't have neighbors. I mean, I have neighbors, but they just don't live close.
Do you need to tell us a story about you being a serial killer or something like
Right.
that? I used to have neighbors, and then they pissed me off.
Is it general rule of thumb, like, don't park it, like, tell your guests, if you had guests coming over, would you say, like, don't park in front of the neighbor's house? Or is it kind of a free-for-all, or?
I don't know. I would say no. I think I just assume if there's a party, like park wherever you can. Obviously, don't park in someone's driveway.
Yeah,
like that's the only thing I would say. I don't think I've never had to say that because most people have a brain in their head and they don't park in somebody's driveway that's not theirs.
Well, I was just wondering about the whole parking in front of somebody's house. Do you try to encourage people not to park directly in front of your neighbors' houses?
No, I don't.
Doesn't
really,
matter.
No, that's why I was getting all worked up about my neighbors doing it. I was just like, I've become my father.
I used to care. I used to be. I guess it depends your relationship with your neighbors, because I used to always tell my friends, don't, respect, don't park in front of their mailbox or whatever, this, that, and the other, until I one time got a nasty letter. So now, park wherever you want, everyone.
Where did you get a nasty letter?
On my windshield.
In your own neighborhood?
What did it say?
It said, don't park here.
Was it like a parking spot where you can park there?
I think I can park there. Yes.
I don't know.
It doesn't cause harm to anyone else, but they think it's kind of right in
that's
between.
Not the prerequisite to parking, whether or not it can cause harm to somebody.
Well, it's right between both of our houses.
Uh-huh.
So they think it's theirs. I think it's mine.
And it's community.
It's community.
It's first come, first serve.
Yes.
You're not blocking their driveway.
No.
Yeah, then what does it matter?
Thank you. But they left me a nasty letter. And so
do you know who left the note?
Pretty sure. So now when I have a party, anyone can park anywhere they want. But of course, I'm kind of a little bitch, so I never park there now.
Because you got the letter.
Yes.
The letter worked.
My dad told me not to. Don't piss the neighbors off more, Sarah.
206-803-ROCK. We're checking in with the Rockaholics.
One texter just said, ladies, can you please explain the attraction to gray sweatpants? Well, it just shows off certain spots.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until all of a sudden I saw people talking about it on social media, and I made the mistake of putting like a hashtag gray sweatpants, and I'm like, oh, I see what's going on here.
It just, you don't have to leave much to the imagination when there's gray sweatpants involved.
Yeah, no, you don't. And I kind of just like that lounge look. You're like, oh, they look so just casual.
Yeah.
Another texter said, Taryn, if it makes you feel any better, because earlier we were playing that audio of your son Barrett talking about beer. And they said, if it makes you feel any better, I think I was around Barrett's age, which is 4, when I had my first beer. Mom said, go ahead and try it. I immediately spit it out and wanted my apple juice back. So if you missed it earlier this morning, your son's not drinking beer.
No.
But he's fascinated with beer.
Yeah, we've been talking about it a lot because my stepson is 21 today.
So he can drink lots and lots of beer.
So here's Barrett talking to Mom about beer.
How old are you now?
4.
And what do you think about getting older?
Drinking beer.
What?
Drinking beer.
What about drinking beer?
Hey, Mom.
How old do you have to be to drink beer?
21.
21, that's right.
Play this.
That's him dumping out an entire game to play.
I love kids how they're just like, I'm done with this conversation.
Hey, Mom.
Like, stop talking, lady.
And then later on you're talking about your stepson.
Yes.
And what's his name again? Brother
Brandon, but we call him Brother Brandon to Barrett all the time. Okay, so Brother Brandon, he has a birthday on Wednesday, and he's going to be turning 21.
So he can drink lots and lots of beer.
Is that what you think happens when you turn 21?
Hey, Mom.
Wait, hold on, I'm still asking you something.
I'm trying to tell you something.
Okay. Yeah, let's play that game.
This is Zing Go.
That's right. Hey, where did you learn about beer?
From you making it.
Making it?
Yeah.
How do I make beer?
You use coffee and beer.
Coffee and beer?
To make beer.
Really?
Coffee and beer to make beer.
That's how you think it's made?
Yeah.
I mean, there are some beers that are made with coffee that are delicious, in his defense.
I kind of need to talk to your husband and see what's going on in your household.
I halfway think that she's just pouring beer in her coffee mug every morning.
Don't tell your father.
No, this is coffee, Barrett. Barrett's coffee.
So you can drink lots and lots of beer.
Yes, Barrett, I can. I'm your mother.
Cheers, son. A rock star just admitted that he has had sex with 100 women, even though he has been married to his high school sweetheart. Who is it? You're going to hear from him at 9:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
In a recent interview with Michael Strahan, John Bon Jovi talks about how much he cheated on his wife, his high school sweetheart, Dorothy. And I think they split up at one point for like a very small window of time because he dated Diane Lane super briefly in like 1980. 5 or something like that. But otherwise, he's been with his wife this entire time, and they've got 4 kids
Have you
together.
Have you seen the documentary, the Bon Jovi documentary? Because I've been I've been wanting to see it, but then I keep reading reviews are like, if you're not a massive Bon Jovi fan, you're probably not going to care.
No, I've not watched it.
So I think we have the audio of John Bon Jovi talking to Michael Strahan.
It's had to be tough on a relationship. You're young.
That's nonsense.
But you're a sex symbol.
Got away with murder. I say it again on camera.
Yeah.
I'm a rock and roll star. I'm not a saint. You know, I'm not saying that there weren't 100 girls in my life. I'm John Bon Jovi. It was pretty good.
I'm sure your wife thought so too.
When I did find some old interview from a handful of years ago, close to 10 years ago, where he said, "I'm proud to say I've been in one band my whole life, one record label my whole life, and one wife my whole life." But it sounds like lots of girlfriends.
He said one wife. He wasn't lying. Dude, that's a very calculated answer. He didn't say one woman. I'm sure he had some people before you. I don't know. Maybe he didn't. Maybe his high school sweetheart was his very first. But that's just, wow, that's kind of a douchey thing to say, how he said it. Do you think she knows? I mean, obviously now she knows and she's still with him.
Well, I'm just curious if they had any sort of agreement or,
Is it
who's to
something
say
where
she
you're
wasn't
like-
having fun while he was away.
Or is it one of those things where you're just like, yeah, but the lifestyle I have because of this guy, I'm willing to look the other. Some people are like that.
Well, and
Yeah.
she stayed home with the kids, raised them all up, right? Well, their son Jake is, I think, engaged to be married to, or maybe already married to, Millie Bobby Brown.
He did also make it a point to say that he would never let any of his extracurricular activities jeopardize his relationship with his wife, which I think is the funniest. This is very narcissistic in the way that he talks. He said, quote, "There's no doubt in my mind that the world revolves around her because of what she did to keep the kids right and what she does to keep me right and what we do together to keep it right. No doubt about it."
I also read that he said he was never dishonest with her. He never
So he
lied
was saying,
to her.
hey, I banged a bunch of girls. I saw a bunch of girls and I rocked them all, to paraphrase one of those Bon Jovi songs.
Sounds like it. I mean, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, I don't know anyone that is okay knowing that their significant other is sleeping around and they're just like, yeah, I'll turn the other cheek. It's okay.
Ugh, John Bon
I mean,
Jovi.
well, what if Lenny Kravitz, as we learned, walked in? Apparently, now that could be a thing.
Well, yes, but I don't know how Taryn feels, but I would ask my husband first.
Permission to bang
Permission.
Lenny Kravitz.
Well, of course. And if he said no?
Would you start negotiating for third base, then on second base, and on the first base?
Of course.
See how much you could get out of Lenny Kravitz before George really shuts it down?
Yeah. And of course, like I said, I would ask Lenny if he has any beautiful female friends or groupies for George. So, it's like a trade-off.
Keep him occupied while you're occupied.
Exactly.
We solved the problem. We figured it out.
I think we created more problems. Maybe you should go home today and ask George.
Just tweet at Bon Jovi and ask how it worked out for him.
Well, they're still married. So.
Joke's on you, Taryn.
Yeah, Taryn. I'll ask George. I'll see what he says. I'll see if he's down with my brilliant plan.
All right. Rockaholics, imagine going to the zoo and your kids witness a bear just grabbing ducklings and eating them in front of you. This happened here in Seattle, and we'll tell you all about it during the Daily Migs download after Nirvana.
The Daily Migs Show. Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs download.
AKA the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
Ryan Castle, it's lovely to see you. Might I suggest, though, that you play hooky and go to the Mariners game today? Because look at this weather.
Oh, it is nice out.
Yes.
I don't know if I need to go to a Mariners game, but I'm certainly interested in drinking outside in the sun.
Well, you can do that on the way to the Mariners game. Make it happen. Yeah.
A little brown paper bag action.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't be the only person in
You fit
Pioneer
right
Square
in.
drinking out of a paper bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you have an address to go back to.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yes. Hey, DMD is brought to you by Palace Law. And speaking of the Mariners, I said it before, and I believe it. Ever since we started promoting this Mayo Maybe t-shirt on the Rock Shop at KSW.com, it lit a fire under the Mariners' asses, and they just started winning.
They just got to prove us wrong.
Dude, 5 straight series wins that they've done since the Mariners t-shirt has been unveiled.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And Luis Castillo, Thank you as well. 7 shutout innings. He just, after starting off real bad in the season, he's just been a dominant force, exactly what you'd want from this guy. And he pitched a great game yesterday. Ended up winning 3-2. A little close towards the end, but that's okay. Mariners starting pitchers have allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in a franchise record. 18 consecutive games. This pitching, the starting pitching staff is exactly what people were saying before the season started, and that they're just an unstoppable force, and they've been playing that way just recently. And like you mentioned, playing this afternoon, taking on the Atlanta Braves, who are a very good team. We've already beat them 2 out of the 3 games. Hopefully we sweep them tonight.
I have no idea what you were saying with all those stats, but your enthusiasm tells me it's a good thing.
The Mariners are really good right now. Dude, it's so weird. Yesterday afternoon, I was counting down the time so that the Mariners game would start. I'm like, they've sucked me in. I'm a fan again.
Maybe I'll go.
Trident's up.
I don't have anything to do here.
I'll just put it on the computer.
Ryan Castle, you were one of 3 people to send me this video yesterday. Juniper the brown bear.
Oh, it's so
from
great.
Woodland Park Zoo.
These poor children getting scarred for life.
Oh,
Juniper!
Somebody posted a video on TikTok, and it obviously went viral, of this bear, Juniper, at the Woodland Park Zoo, devouring a mama duck's babies one at a time.
It just looks like it's eating Dick's Burgers, but they're Duck's Burgers.
It's just standing up, wading through the water, picking up a little duckling. Nom, 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 nom.
And all these kids.
Hey, man. Oh, no. Okay, we can't watch this. Hey, buddy. Can you leave him alone?
I like we can't watch this as their children continue to watch this.
Yeah, can we leave them alone like the bear's like, oh, sorry.
It's pretty awful, but bears are going to do bear things, you know?
This bear's looking like, what do you expect?
The circle of life.
So freaking great. Sounders ended up winning 3-2. Almost lost that game.
Boy, they were trying real hard to blow it, weren't they?
Apparently, a lot of Sounders fans are not very happy with how the Sounders performed. They were up 3-0, gave up a couple goals in the second half.
Yeah.
Things weren't looking all that great, but yeah, they ended up beating Philly 3-2. So go Sounders?
Yeah. I mean, W's a W. Even an ugly W is a W.
The weather, we're going to hit a high of 59 degrees. It's going to be clear. Thanks to Kia Puyallup for giving us the DMD, and that's what's up.
Ryan Castle is up next with your Morning 12-pack.
The Daily Migs Show.
Looking for a job is lonely. Endless searching, phone calls that go nowhere, applications that vanish into thin air. What if you could link with dozens of local companies who are hiring right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, endless opportunities, and no fees ever for job seekers. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
For those in the market for flavor, there's Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, a flavorful drink that's a modern twist on a Mexican street classic, with 4 vibrant and refreshing flavors. Pineapple, watermelon, hibiscus, and cucumber lime, made with a splash of real fruit juice. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas are perfect for any fiesta, small or big. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, boldly authentic, vibrantly flavorful. Drink responsibly. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas flavored beers imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Hibiscus contains juice only for color.
There are any number of reasons you might consider selling your home. That's where an agent who is a realtor comes in to navigate the process to sell your home in a way that's right for you. Because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.